What's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a little dicey D&D. My name is Salvatore Sabraka. I am your dungeon master here and forevermore until I find my Prince Charming and we fucking hit and we fuck. And then that's it. Yeah, and then I'm done. I'm done with
your
this.
life is over.
Yeah, I'm done with this after that.
You have fulfilled your worth as a princess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I fulfilled my duty as a pretty princess. What's up, you guys? Obviously, I don't know if you're if you're watching us live. Halloween is coming up, and this is a Halloween episode. So I'm kind of looking. Well,
Your normal clothes?
yeah, I put my normal clothes on. I'm looking a little.
Your pajamas.
Oh no.
Jack.
I like when you flex, it gives you a little bit more cleavage.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Just do the entire thing like
Yeah.
this, please.
All right, hold on, my mic's in the way. There you go. Actually, the shadow on this is kind of nice. Damn. Oh my god, my fucking crown, tiara thing.
It's a heavy burden.
Michaela will constantly have to do a wardrobe assistance on me throughout the show, so don't be alarmed when you see them. Anyways, welcome. This is episode 37 of the Great Nelidian Crown. Very excited to bring it to you guys. We're going to just do our usual announcements. We're going to jump right in. So I'm going to throw it over to Sirikaz Thailani.
Right, that's me.
Yeah.
So everyone knows we've got social media. I think I've talked about it before. It's being linked in the chat right now. We've got TikTok, we've got Twitter. Interact with me on Twitter; it's a good time. We've got Instagram, where you can see exclusive stories that appear every other week or so. I'm not very active on Instagram, I'll be real. We've also got YouTube, where you might be watching this right now, which would be a lot of fun. And if you are, hello, future. I feel like that's everything.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. That was good. That was good. Good stuff. What's going on? What's going on?
Voice.
Oh, I'm just, they don't see anything.
Oh, okay. Word. Anyways.
Yeah.
Thanks, Garrett.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah, why don't you tell us about our interactive stream?
It is interactive.
All right.
There we go. No, so that means the more you interact, the more points you get, and you can spend them to do cool things like make us drink sparkly stuff this week.
Oh yeah, Garrett, what do we got going on this week?
Sparkly.
It's an El Presidente, actually. It's rum, orange curacao, grenadine. I'm missing one thing.
Piss.
Piss. Thank
Yeah.
you.
The key ingredient.
The key ingredient.
Yeah.
Piss.
Oh,
Should know.
dry vermouth.
Ah.
I didn't know.
What your piss is?
That's what I call my
It
piss.
depends on how much fruit I have during
Yeah,
the week. It
piss
could be
is so
sweet or
dry.
vermouth.
It comes out as dust.
Such a dry vintage this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can do other things like make inspiration, make us have better things.
Wow,
The same
that was great.
thing.
This is going well.
I'm just trying really hard not to say do bad things to Sal, but also do bad things to Sal.
People get off on that.
Yeah.
Too into it
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
I think with the dress, he's too into it.
Yeah.
He'd like it too much. Maybe save that for another time.
He's feeling
And
submissive.
other various
I'm very brief
fun
right now.
things to do.
The whole time Sal's just gonna be over there like this.
Doing some
So
fucking
distracted.
I'm sorry. What was that?
What do you guys?
What?
Yeah, roll investigation.
Let me just.
So interact with the stream and talk about Sal's cleavage, please.
Yeah.
Please rate my cleavage 1 to obviously 10.
Hashtag Sal's cleavage.
Please.
Make it trend.
Yeah.
All-
That'd be nice.
all 20 of you.
yeah, get in there, guys. Oh, thank you, Hannah. Matt, do you want to tell us about our Discord?
Yeah, be sure to check out our friends at Super OK and also Hello Diddy and Lil Bog.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
That was very good, Jamie. Thank you very much. Jamie is absent today. We're gonna have a special guest join us in a couple of minutes, so watch out for that. Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be a great time. So, without further ado,
Yep.
yeah, it'll be all good. Without further ado, you guys want to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Please.
Yeah.
Fucking
Wait
yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
All right, tight. Oh, Jesus Christmas. Thank God that happened now. I gotta fucking...
Couldn't be a better time for
Couldn't really be a better time at all. Do not disturb, please. What's going on? Yeah, okay, great. Lovely. All right, y'all.
What's the last thing I searched on Google?
What was the last thing? What's your search history, Hannah?
Skin lizard.
Skin lizard? Yeah, so good.
I was looking up reviews of the finale dragon.
Oh, it's very good. I like
I
it a lot.
watched it
Very excited
today.
about the second season.
Oh, I should have been working.
Yeah, fuck it. Yes. Anyways, when last we met, our intrepid group of adventurers known as the Bared Souls had recently stopped on their way towards their companion Duisa's hometown of 4 Point Cross in the province of the Cradle of the country of Naledi. Here in the Cradle, they were passing by one of the larger city towns, Herthom, when they ran into an older fellow by the name of Mr. Grigsby.
Habs Griggs.
Habs Grigsby. That's right.
Grigsby.
Good old Habs. And he turned out to be a scary werewolf, literally. So the Habs inquired upon them to see if they could help out him and his wife at their farm, because a lot of their cows were being eaten by these wayward wolves, more so than usual. And so he asked if these wonderful adventurers could come in and just sort of deal with that problem, and he would pay them best he could. And you guys agreed. As you approached the farmstead, Kill, you decided to actually stay back at the farm and work on a bit of your alchemy, while the rest of the group went out towards where old Habs let them know that this wolf's den could possibly be. There, you dispatched one of the wolf pack that was dealing with or attacking and harvesting his cows against his will. But until you realized that it was actually old Habs and his wife themselves who were luring folks here to devour them and to offer them up to whatever kind of terrible, dire demonic creature that was housed deep inside this wolf's den. They revealed themselves to Kill in a very not chill way by turning into their true forms and attempting to eat him. But Kill absolutely fucking destroyed them. Just beat the absolute tar out of them and rubbed salt in the wound, raised them as fungal abominations, and used them as literal servants for the next hour, which was very cool, very, very, very chill. It was very tight. After defeating this grotesque demonic wolf creature that the couple was apparently sacrificing wayward adventurers to, you all spent the night here. Kaz, you searched the premises for those really nice fancy boots that Habs was talking about. That one unfortunate soul, an elf bard, came through and was waylaid by this family and eaten, and you found them. You found them along with a handful of the other belongings of this bard that was chained up in the basement, eaten, devoured to the bone. And you find yourselves the next morning, everybody rested and relaxed with, the benefits of a full rest. And you still have quite a number of, days to reach your destination of 4 Point Cross, a little further east on the continent of Naledi in the Kingdom of Hyrith. So, or the Kingdom of Naledi. Excuse me. Got confused for a sec.
Kingdom of High?
No. Kingdom of Naledi. So yeah, it is the morning. What would you like to do?
I would like to be in a hungover stupor.
Absolutely, you certainly are.
Don't have a choice in that.
I am up bright and early, filling in the ditch that I had made to isolate the cows from from would-be hunters.
Yes.
I've also begun. After that's completed, I will also begin casting the plant growth spell.
Plant growth. Wonderful. Whoa. Nice. What happened?
Been gifted a setup.
Aaron,
what up?
thanks. So nice of you.
We're getting close to a hype train.
Oh shit, we're hype training it out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's
And
out.
I'm gonna cast this spell for the next 8 hours.
God damn. All right. Why don't you describe plant
early
growth
did
for
you get
us?
up?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So plant growth normally makes a 150-foot area, or actually a 100-foot radius, thick with plants. That kind of causes like super difficult terrain, blah, blah, blah. Kill used it in the last session in the combat. But if you cast it over 8 hours, instead what it does is it takes all plants in a half-mile radius and makes them basically become enriched and grow more healthily and big and tall for a year.
Ah, wonderful.
So I'm basically going to be spending over the next 8 hours. I'm going to be like enriching the land, enriching the plants on this farmstead, so that the cows will have the best grass to eat.
Lovely.
They'll have the best last year of their life.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love that. Well, while Kill is up to his business,
Especially since I've claimed this land for the Baird Soul.
oh, certainly, yeah. This is now the land of the Baird Souls.
Yeah.
Naturally. While Kill is spending most of the first part of the day doing that, is there anything that you two would like to just sort of, do for the first part of the the day? Oh, our special guest has arrived.
What the heck is going on in here?
Aw.
Wow. Well, hello.
What's up, buddy?
This is like a. I feel like I'm on Hollywood Square. What the heck is all this?
I cannot tell the difference between the two people sitting next to each other right now.
Yeah. So I don't know if did you explain kind of what's going on?
Well, I just had mentioned, that we were having a special guest, and that you'd be filling in.
Yeah. So my name is Jake Thurman, everyone.
This is my cousin.
Yeah.
No. So okay. So I'm sorry. Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Jamie.
Oh. You look really different. Wow. So, it's just got way more complicated.
It's so good. It's so good.
So a little bit about me. I'm a biology teacher from Indiana. And my wife Beverly got me into this Stranger Things show.
Oh yeah.
And I gotta be honest, I did not understand a lick of what was going on.
It's pretty difficult to understand.
But they were playing this Dungeons and Dragons game,
Yeah.
and I thought, well, what the heck is this? So my homosexual cousin called me.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Me.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
and said he wanted me to come find out what the heck all this is about.
That's what I said.
That's right.
So
And now you're here.
yeah.
Well, we're so happy to have you, Jake.
Yeah.
This is great. I love introducing people to my favorite game.
My cousin here lent me his phone.
Yeah. It's
And I gotta be honest, there is some stuff on here he would not want me to tell you. But,
No, it is hot.
It is hot.
Mm-hmm.
It is hot. Thank God I'm wearing this dress. It's getting real hot in here.
Party drink.
Party drinks.
as we should. So what does that mean?
And DM chugs. Oh fuck, this is so strong, dude.
I think you explained this to me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, Jake, we're streaming this live with a bunch of people. So
That's gonna be real.
Now these are non-alcoholic, right?
Oh,
They're just,
They certainly are.
me and Beverly know how to party.
all right, here we go. Thank you for redeeming this, by the way, you guys.
That's a rough chug.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's good.
Not for me, baby. Not for me.
You grimace less at that than you normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to not be a fucking pussy ass bitch. Derogatory.
You just had to pussy up.
Yeah.
Get my pussy up, baby.
Yeah.
Dress does new things to you.
Jake, I'm sorry that I had to expose you to this right away.
This is all just great.
We do this
normal
every
Disney.
week. Yeah.
This is normal.
This is what happens when you associate with homosexuals.
Well,
Jake, yes,
I
that is
don't like
correct.
to, I don't really understand all this stuff, but I think it's just great, and I support.
D&D or homosexuality?
I don't care. You know what? I don't
They
care.
are one and the same.
I don't care if you're gay or pink or blue or whatever you are.
Great.
I think it's all just great.
Oh, Jake is a really nice guy.
Yeah.
This is cool, dude. All right. Kind of.
Those are the three things you can be, by the way.
Those are the only
That's all
three
the-
things you can
blue.
be.
All the things.
Yes, today I am pink. And yeah, great stuff. Well, I'm so happy you could join us, Jake. Thanks
Today
for the
I'm
party
gay.
drinks. Thanks for the DM chugs, y'all. Thanks for the gifted sub, Aaron. We appreciate that. Jake, to get you caught up, I assume your cousin let you know about just what you're going to be doing with your character. I'm going to let
Yeah,
you.
you kind of gave me the basic gist.
Okay, great. I love
Figure out
that.
how to figure this wackadoo technology.
Oh yeah, I believe in you, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, right now, we're just gonna insert you in, right? We'll
right.
just say that you're with the Baird Souls. Maybe
You
he
can play
caught you
my
up what they're
usual
doing.
characters that I am.
Yeah.
Well, I actually, so my homosexual cousin, that's
Me.
you.
You. Yeah.
Made me actually,
So good.
I just love that you don't refer to your cousin by name.
Well, you got a lot of cousins.
I
How are we
prefer to
supposed
be-
to know which one you're talking
I
about?
prefer
And
to
all
be
name's
addressed.
Jamie, so
Yeah.
I
You need
prefer
to
to be addressed
differentiate.
by my homosexual cousin.
Yeah.
That's what- that's
Yeah.
what-
Exactly. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Great. This is so good.
A while to figure
God
out, but-
damn. Hell yeah. Okay, so Well, Kill, as you're going about your business with sort of cultivating this land so that it can grow and become a little bit more, let's call it potent in terms of the flora around here, and it's going to spend. You're up early, so we'll say like you're up at the crack of dawn. This will probably take us to about midday while you're doing this. So, the rest of you, is there anything that you'd like to do while Kill is sort of going about this? You want to prepare anything for the journey ahead, or just chilling for the rest of the day?
There is one thing that I want to do actually.
Yes, tell me,
This
Kaz.
is nice. I can really
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Be
it's great.
aggressive.
intent.
It's great.
I'm gonna come up to Thuisa. Hey, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna check out that cave, see if, because I mean those were like werewolves or whatever the fuck, right? There might be something cool up over there. If you want to come along, I'm just gonna take the broom.
Oh. Okay. I'll close my book.
No, it's
'cause
just
I was
an
just
offer.
in my book.
If you're
No,
doing something,
no,
it's fine.
no.
I'm just, if they're still out there, I wouldn't mind having someone have my back.
I'm honored. Yeah, I'll go with you.
Oh hell yeah! And I will get out the broom, and we'll just
Broom our way over there.
Scoot on over. I love
on
that.
over.
Great. Jake, is there anything that you wanted to do? Did you want to tag along with?
So I walk me through here. So
Yeah.
what's going on here? What?
Yeah. So the rest of you, you look around before you go about doing this, and you actually don't see Indigo anywhere. It just doesn't seem to be around. However, as you walk outside, sort of getting ready to head on over, you see Kill sort of tending to his business in the pasture. There is just a gentleman just leaned up against the wooden sort of fence that houses the pasture around. He's just sort of leaned up against it, looks kind of familiar, has a resemblance to Indigo in some way. But Jake, if you'd like to describe yourself.
Sure. My name is Jake Thurman.
Yeah.
I'm a biology teacher from
Yeah.
and I am wearing a green polo shirt.
Yeah.
And I have a very attractive mustache. My wife calls it the tickler. I do not know what that means. Yeah.
That's what you see in front of you, bud.
Is this one of them extraplanar creatures?
He's dressed really strange.
Hey, hey there, folks. What's
you
going
speak
on?
common. Hello.
Oh, thank
Hey.
God.
What's going on here?
Killer's right there doing his like.
Kill's like in the pasture. He's
don't
he's
give a
doing his
shit.
shit. Yeah.
We're just going to investigate a cave. I'm.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to come along if you'll have me.
And I look at the broom. I'm not.
We can walk.
Right. Yeah. You know what? Why don't you come along? Can you you like a good fighter or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of spells, and I've got saving throws, and I've got senses, and I've got all kinds of stuff that I can use to really
Y'all,
help you.
that character sheet says Jake Thurman on it.
Yeah. Yo, we are in it, brother.
You have like the 5 senses, right?
I've got passive whiz, and I've got passive int. And
Is that
I've
what's
got-
in here?
All right.
Sirikaz, go ahead and just give me just an insight check, real quick.
Actually, what is
This dude's deal.
My name is Jake Thurman. I'm a biology teacher from Indiana.
That's a 5.
5. He's saying a lot of stuff. It's probably a different language. You don't want to be like rude or anything, and just you get that like
Don't want to be rude.
you don't for once, and you just kind of get that feeling where you're like, I've said what like twice, and I don't want to
many
keep
times.
saying it, so I'm just gonna you just kind of go like, okay. You heard spells,
Right.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know what you don't know what the fuck any of that other shit is. You don't know what biology is. You don't know what I mean, the tickler, that makes sense a little bit, but
Surely you know what Indiana is.
Right.
yeah, that's probably some far off
Well, yeah.
land, and so
I'm sure I've heard about it at some point. I'm not exactly a very learned guy, but you can come along. You don't seem like you're gonna do anything shady. So.
Great. Well, that sounds just great. I think we're gonna have a real swell time.
You didn't come to see Grisby and
Grigsby.
Grigsby.
Grigsby?
Habs Grigsby.
Habs Grigsby and his wife.
Is that a snack mix of some kind? I don't know what that is.
If you don't know, then it's probably fine.
Then
All
it's
right,
good.
cool. All right.
all right.
Let's away.
Hell yeah. All right, so the three of you make your way towards the wolf den that you dispatched most of these wolves from. And, you know, for the sake of brevity, you just, you get there. It takes you some time. And, you know, you remember the way and everything. Kill, as your party is venturing out into, you know, the wilderness from whence they came when they were dealing with the wolves den, you do see a third companion with them. No Indigo, but there's just this human that just sort of is dressed in odd clothing that is just like walking alongside them. You know, you mark
Let's
it.
go. Oh, hey, Indigo.
Cannot tell the difference.
And hello, Kill. That's a real cool name, and I'm sure I'm gonna be able to help check out this cave.
Thanks, buddy.
Perfect. Kill can't tell the difference. That's the best. That's amazing. So,
It's not that I can't tell. I just assume this is Indigo in a disguise.
I respect that. I love that.
That's fair.
Some magic shit happened.
So, you continue
I
through the
assume
wood.
little blue motes were involved.
Sure. We shall see. So, you arrive at the wolf den. There is still carnage all around here. Nothing has moved. It smells a little, you know, tough. A lot of, you know, dead carcasses around here. Make a perception check for me, you two. Jake, you can as well.
All right, let's figure out how to do that.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Just die. You're a good one. But...
Yeah. You got a bad feeling, don't use it.
14. That's not bad.
14.
I got a 21.
Okay.
15.
15. So you two, you're just sort of marking the carnage around here, just sort of keeping your eye out to make sure that there isn't anything, you know, foul play around here. Just making sure, like, maybe none of the wolves like came back around to like whatever.
There was a murder here.
There was somebody killed these things.
Like stepping around. And then they moved this way. They were evenly matched.
While the two of them are sort of doing their deductive reasoning over there, Jake, you notice that there's like this tiny little red shimmering light, very, very tiny, coming from the mouth of the den, just a little ways away. There's just like this tiny little glimmer of red sparkle every once in a while. It's not like it's not a sort of consistent, constant little beam of light. It's just this like little flickering red light, just irregularly.
Well, hey, you guys, there's a red light over here that seems really interesting. I don't know what's going on, but this is happening.
Oh, yeah, I'll go check it out real quick, and then I go check it out.
Hell yeah.
Closer
You
to
poke it with your sword.
Poke it. Well, you enter into the wolves' den. As you pass through, the light from outside dims a little bit, as there's not really any source of light in here except for that red flickering. Once you're sort of up to the precipice of the maw, you begin to see it, as Jake has pointed out to you. Jake.
That's my name.
That's it. That definitely is. And you just sort of take note of things. Your dark vision begins to settle in, and you know it's a very crude interior in here. It's larger than what you probably expected for a den to be. It's really more like a pretty cavernous cave structure in here. And there's a lot of strewn around bone. There are a lot of little spaces that you can kind of tell maybe were used for the pack to, like, you know, huddle up and sleep together. And then there's one space in the middle that takes up quite a bit of the area, where there's a bunch of bone, a bunch of like fur and like you know, decrepit hide and stuff over there, that you assume the larger creature was probably using as a
Am I to understand that? Because when I went into it yesterday, there was a small cave into like a bigger portion with like a river going through it. Are you telling me?
I'm getting there.
I think I'm just saying. I think I understand what that is. Because was it the monster itself?
That is correct.
Jesus
yes.
fucking Christ.
That is correct. Yes. Yeah. There. So that red glimmer. You notice it's coming from the back end of the cave. And as you sort of begin to get closer, you notice that there is a there's like this small little, very crude, what seems to be like a totem of some kind, with a depiction of a like a gnarly looking elvish, maybe orcish looking sort of face. The body of it, quote unquote, if you could even call it that, is not even really like, it's not in the shape of anything. It just kind of looks like this small little totem with this demonic looking elvish orcish face, and then its eyes, both of its eyes, are these two rubies that glimmer.
I do like rubies, but that looks like some magic bullshit. Hey, Theresa.
Yeah.
Uh,
You want me to look at it?
well, yeah. Before I touch it, because I do want those rubies. But like, I mean, that's some magic shit right there.
Is it loose or is it like standing there?
Yeah, the totem is sort of like planted into the ground. It's like dug into there.
Let's see if I can do that.
I mean, if you don't know shit about it, I'll probably try to break it with one of my swords.
Jake, did you follow in as well, or are you staying outside?
Yeah, sure, I'll follow in.
Okay.
Yeah, see what's going on.
Oh, hey, Jake, welcome to the cave.
Hey, I bet this is a real nice cave.
Have you heard of this in your biology classes?
I don't know. How
Don't
does
know
this
what
work?
that
Would
is.
I have heard of? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think I've heard about. Biology is really not the study of caves, mostly.
Jake, go ahead and why don't you roll a D300 for me?
All right, I'm gonna have to get into one of these. I find an app for that.
Yeah, you can do it, buddy.
You got an app for everything now.
Yeah, there is, bud.
D300.
A D300,
All
yes,
right.
please, Jake.
Jesus Christ.
All right, we got a 202.
202. What a great number. So, Jake, I'm gonna.
Become an elephant.
Yep. I'm gonna need you. Oh, this is gonna get way too meta. Just roll again. Roll again for me, please. Yeah, no. That's gonna get crazy. I do not want to do
Curious
it.
to hear what that was.
I do not want to deal with that. Yeah, no.
11.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool.
God.
Very cool. 11.
You die.
Oh, great. No. Okay. Very interesting. So you all begin to see as Jake begins to approach this totem. Well, you all in general, as he enters the cavern. Very familiar looking blue motes of energy begin to crackle around him. Jake, you begin to feel this weird sensation that until you poof, and Jake's entire form just and turns back into Indigo, standing in front of you. Indigo, you go ahead. Yeah, the other one was gonna be too meta.
We're getting meta into the real life lore.
That's right, baby. Indigo, you
I have to pull out the character sheet that you gave me.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got it, buddy. You fucking yeah. Everybody, go ahead and just roll roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Uh-oh. This sounds like it's gonna be real fun.
Kaz,
A 26.
okay. Teresa,
I forgot what a D was. 18.
okay. And
My homosexual cousin can tell you all about what a D is.
yeah.
Yes, I could.
I got an 18.
18. So a
Wait, I'm sorry. Should I be rolling this
for Indigo? Yes,
Take
please.
Irvin.
For Indigo, please.
16.
16. A sort of eruption of a dark void blasts out of Indigo. You all save, so none of you take any damage or anything like that. However, you all are sort of encompassed in darkness, complete, total magical darkness around you. The light just, after Indigo sort of reveals himself, all of the light disappears from the room for a moment.
I'm gonna calmly walk out of what I assume is the sphere, roughly the same size as my darkness sphere. So I'm just gonna walk in a direction that I know the wall isn't.
And you emerge outside of the sphere of darkness, and seeing like the whole situation outside the den itself.
Jake?
What?
Indigo? Anybody?
I'm over this way, Theresa.
Okay.
Right. Just come this way. Follow my voice. Try not to trip over anything. You've got. Come on. You've got.
I'll try.
Keep going.
Okay.
It's only like 15 feet.
And
Slowly.
the vision returns to you as you step out into the light of the morning.
Not used to not being able to see.
Yeah, me neither. To be honest, I usually drop that in other people.
Where's Jake?
Huh?
I'm right here. What's going on?
What? Oh gosh.
Just materializing out of the dark.
Good lord.
Oh, is it? Oh, we're in the game. I got
I can't do this.
This is like Grog's episode.
It is like Grog's episode, yes.
I love it.
It's pretty close. Yeah. So, what are you guys doing?
Is it still there?
So,
Is it-
am
still there.
I there, or what's going on?
Well, this
All right, that's fine. I'll just follow everyone
these
else.
tend to last a little while. Fuck. I mean, I'll do them all the time.
How
I can't
long?
remember. Let me rack my brain. Real quick.
Do it.
That can last up to like 10 minutes.
At this point, it
Oh, never mind. Anyway,
seemingly it only lasted about a minute.
yeah. Back to the totem thing.
I mean, I can take a look at it.
You know what?
You said there's a. Am I here still, or am I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm here now.
You
Okay.
just stood still in the darkness for like a minute.
All right, well, that was a real weird experience.
I thought I was dead.
So there's some kind of totem, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, if
absolutely.
you want to take a
I'm
look
gonna
at
take
it.
a closer look at that. That sounds
Well,
real interesting.
Go
those
ahead
rubies
and-
are mine. I did call dibs on them.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Don't know if it's a good idea to take them out.
Well, that's why I'm having you. Well, I guess
Like I got a
Jake
7.
investigate now.
7.
Outsource.
You
Right,
you take a look at it, and yeah, it looks real scary. But there are two pretty nice rubies that this totem thing has for eyes. You do feel a very odd sort of sensation when you get near it, though. Can't describe it.
Well, so I do have a spell here called Detect Magic that I could cast.
I'm
Looks
not.
like.
I mean, I'm not sure that's necessary. I'm pretty sure it's magic.
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to confirm it, go ahead. I suppose.
Or let me see what else I got here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, with that, I guess I don't know much about how that spell does. Let me take a closer look. But feel free to do other stuff while I'm figuring that out.
If you're gonna do it, I don't.
I mean, you've got.
It looks like a totem.
What's
Usually, those things are
Well, is there anything?
magical and not
Is there
good for
anything like
touching.
engraved on it or anything?
It doesn't look like it.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
we-
You grab it and you attempt to pull it out of the ground. Go ahead and just give me a strength check.
Right, absolutely. Straight strength.
Straight strength, baby.
That's a 16 on the die. I'm pretty
16.
sure that's just 16. Yep.
Yeah, you don't really struggle too much with it. You kind of realize that it's in there pretty good, but you apply the appropriate pressure and you pop it out of the ground with minimal effort. It's pretty heavy. It's probably like 30 pounds or so.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
I mean,
It seems to be made out of. I mean, Jake's pissed about that. No. You pull it out of the ground, and you're not really sure what it's made out of. The material, you don't really recognize. But it's intact.
Well, it doesn't seem to be commanding me to do anything or anything like that, so I'm gonna hold on to that one.
You gonna pop those babies out? Or
I'm gonna need some tools for it. I don't. Well, I mean, fuck it. Let's see if we can just.
I'm gonna tell my walk. I'm walking away.
Sure.
Back
You
away.
attempt to pop them out. Go ahead and give me a. Well, how are you popping them? How are you trying to pop them out?
First, I'm just gonna try to do it with my fingies.
With your fingies, give me a strength check.
Okay.
Get those fingies.
That's a 5.
5. Yeah, they're like in there, and it's at a really weird angled to where like you can't really hook onto anything with your fingers.
Yeah.
The ridge of them is like there's no ridge. Like it's just like this like the ruby just sort of curves out, and then like there's nothing to. It's too difficult to actually pinch.
Oh, okay. So I should be.
You know what I mean?
These tools then.
You could probably try.
I mean that's how they work. You put
Yeah.
something in there
And leverage it. Yeah.
work. Yeah. So I'll try to do that.
Go ahead and get you. Yeah, you just torque it, baby.
So that's what is it? Dex plus proficiency.
Your proficiency, yes,
Okay.
because you're using thieves' tools.
Yeah. So 4 plus 11.
11. It's they are. It looks like these rubies were not just sort of like so the word I'm looking for. Nonchalantly placed into these sockets. It really looks like this totem was meant to house these rubies, or at least similar sized or shaped jewels. You can't seem, at least right now, maybe if you could spend more time with it or acquire more proficient tools, or just maybe there's a way to just sort of crack the totem itself around them. But right now, it's too difficult for you to find any point of leverage or anything like that, even with your thieves' tools.
Okay. I'm gonna add that as a custom item.
Sounds good.
And leave it for now.
Sounds
Put it in my
good.
bag of holding.
Hell yeah.
All across. No luck.
Exactly the amount of luck I expected.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll walk back over to you. Anything else? Is there? Is there still wolf carcasses?
Carcassai? Yeah.
I was gonna.
Not a word, but yeah. Not in the den, but all outside of it. Yes, quite a few.
Is there anything salvageable from them?
You can certainly make a check. That we've been calling that nature, right? And you've been you
so.
use it with proficiency because of your yes.
I'm good at nature.
Hell yeah.
18.
18. Yeah, I mean you spend a good hour like really meticulously going through these things and collecting as much as you possibly can that you find to be useful for your reagents. Go ahead and mark. I'll fill these in on your character sheet later with like actual proper reagent or like list of reagents. Go ahead and mark 4 wolf pelts, 10 dire wolf fangs, 2 dire wolf hearts, and you can also mark. You can also just put in your reagents some bat guano, since you found some in the cave.
Guano.
That sounds like a lot of. Do we win? 'Cause that sounds like a lot of good stuff we got.
Yep.
You really did win, buddy.
That's a win.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is a win.
I'm about to level up my leather workings so much.
Oh yeah, maybe. Hell yeah, grinding session. I love it. All right. Is there anything else that you all would like to do here at this time?
I'll be honest, a little disappointed, but I mean this tome thing's gotta be worth a lot, so I'm ready to call it for now. I'm sure Kill's done with his magic dancing or whatever.
Does he ever stop?
No, not really.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Doing a magic dance? That sounds like fun. I'll help with that.
Great.
I think you'd be great at it.
Love it. So you all begin to make your way back to the farmstead. Kill is still at it with his cultivating and stuff, but it doesn't take him much longer to finish his process. You spend the rest of the morning and then a little bit into the evening just sort of meandering around, getting yourself prepared for the trip, feeding the horses, just sort of like doing a little bit more scoping around the farmstead and all that. You don't really find too much anything else of interest, but you make some food and you pass the hours along, and then eventually you take a look outside, and the grassland around the pasture is just super lush. Like it looks so green, so thick and rife with life. These cows are just like jumping around, just going crazy, like rolling around in the grass. There's like a whole bunch of like different types of like flowers and whatnot that have like bloomed all around, but it doesn't look like this unkempt like craziness. It just looks like this really like well cultivated and well planted and landscaped. Like the entire pasture looks like this. It's pretty crazy. And at this point, Kill is sort of finishing up splashing water in the troughs for the cows and everything, and returning back to the actual homestead, just sort of wiping his hands of the multiple reagents around his turtle claws.
I do one last thing too, is I go ahead and raise both Hilda and Habs.
Oh, yes. As he returns, you do see the sort of freshly revived fungal forms of Hilda and Habs just sort of shuffling along behind him, holding pails of water and milk as they're returning.
I just whisper, duality of man. It's fucking wild.
Is he gonna take those with us?
God, you know what? I bet he will. He'll try.
They have names.
What are the names? Is it still Habs and
Habs and Hilda.
Who are Habs and Hilda?
This is Habs and Hilda.
Oh.
They're my associates.
Oh.
I did enter them into Undeath yesterday.
Oh, I think I got
But that's just like, you know, today's ending is a new tomorrow's beginning, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So, real quick.
Do they need to get married? Because I have a spell for that.
Oh, they're already married.
Oh, okay, good.
But that's really sweet of you.
cleric?
Does anybody have any parchment paper?
Oh, let me see.
I do not know.
What have I got here? I might have something.
Oh, I can't read.
Can't read.
Never learned
I
how
have
to
some
read.
cook's utensils, if that helps. Or, let me see here.
I'm sure we can find something around here.
Oh, I got,
Unless you write on my clothes if it gets us out of here quicker. Literally the whole point of taking that quest was to get out of here quicker. It did not work out.
True.
I got a blanket, if you want to write on that. Or
I'm sure one of us has some paper.
There's
I mean, I'm
Paper
sure
and quill.
Habs and Hilda do.
Right.
Somewhere
yes.
in the house.
You quickly find some.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do is
Their last one, the test.
I instruct. I basically write out like a sale of like a deed, sale of lands and assets.
Yeah.
Right. And
But
then-
it's very crude when you write this out.
Oh,
It's
of
literally
course.
just like, here's my house.
Yeah. Right.
Here are my cows.
Yeah. And then okay, to make it official, y'all are witnesses. Habs.
Have just sort of like the fungal like just growths on his half face and his like hanging jaw, his crooked body. It just sort of like you hear sound emanate from his body, but it's very much just like this. And he slumps his hand, grabs the quill, and just sort of drags it across the paper, and then puts it down. A bunch of like ichor and blood just sort of scrape around it as well. But there's like a very clear, you know,
Yeah.
ink mark on there.
Oh, should contract's supposed to be in triplicate, right? We better do that 2 more times.
It happens twice more. However, on the third time, he just sort of accidentally shifts in the wrong way, and like one of his fingers just sort of like fall off.
Yeah,
because
perfect.
they've just been eating. These bodies have been eaten away at by these
perfect.
fungi, and so
I grab that finger. I'm just like, you might want to hang on to this. It might be useful. That there's a lycanthrope
Oh, actually.
finger.
Well, I was going to say that there's a finger.
Yeah. And it's a finger. It's a twofer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Suddenly I'm collecting fingers.
No, I'm not going to.
I leave one of the copies of the sale,
great.
just like on the table, just
yep,
out.
for sure.
And then,
They get the pink copy. The
Yeah.
copy goes to City Hall. We keep the
That's right. That's right.
a lycanthrope. Is that some kind of fungus man?
That's exactly right.
All right.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. We're ready to go.
Oh, are we?
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, where are we going?
East.
East to Four
Sounds
Corners.
good.
Four
All right,
Corners.
let's go.
Hell yeah.
Four to the corner.
Are you ready? How you feeling about it?
Yeah.
That might be as enthusiastic as I've seen you the whole time we've been adventuring. Let's go.
Great.
And I hop on a horse.
But you will have
hop on
good
a
news to
horse.
share. You got one of the ingredients. It's progress.
They don't know about it, so.
Really? I thought it was like a long-held family curse. They don't know anything about it?
Well, they know about the curse, they just don't know about the cure.
Well,
I've got a cure wounds if you need that.
You know, keep it
Jake
in
is like,
your,
oh, I enjoy the cure.
keep it in your back pocket. It could be useful.
My wife is real into Kate Bush.
All right. So, you guys head back on the road towards 4 Point Cross. Good stuff.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Who would like to roll their little travel check? For
I'll
me?
do it.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me, please.
We should let Jake do it.
Oh, you want to?
How the heck does that work?
Oh, take one of the dice with the most
right.
sides.
Diamond
Both
looking.
sides.
That's this one right
Oh,
here.
wait.
This one. All right.
D10 actually.
The ones that look like a diamond.
Oh, it's a D10.
That I want you to do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
That
I don't even know what you're
This is my own
I think
thing.
this is pretty good, I bet.
Yeah.
And all right, I got D10. I got a 4.
4. Awesome.
You get attacked by lycanthropes.
You all die. This says do the Habs thing again. Well.
We're stuck in
Oh, weird. Yeah. Huh. Groundhog Day. No, so you. That'd be so fucking stupid. Anyways, you all.
It's the next 5 episodes.
You all continue down the main trade routes eastward, and you travel for another 5 to 6 days or so. There's not too much that you encounter out of the ordinary, other than every once in a while you pass through a little bit of a thicker parts of some wayward forestation and whatnot. Nothing that's ever too expansive or anything like that. Every once in a while you pass by other travelers that politely just sort of nod to you or completely ignore you outright, and just carry on their way. But eventually, Tuisa, you begin to really recognize the area around you. You had never really traveled too much further outside of your home province of Alterstill, except for when you left, when you ran away, or a better way to describe that, when you set forth.
Embark.
That's right, when you embarked.
And you fled.
When you ran away like a coward. No, not at all. But even then, you went northward so that you could ferry a ship. And so a lot of that travel eastward, back home from the province of the Blackweld and Aberlock, was very unfamiliar to you. And you were almost dreading being able to recognize the land that you're traveling once more. But on this 6th day since leaving the Grigsby abode, you do begin to recognize the area around you. This is about the furthest out you've ever been, before you set out on your adventure. You recall when you were younger foraging out here in these grasslands for a very particular type of flower that very rarely blooms around here. It's a little bit more native to the southern parts of the continent, but every once in a while a few of them bloom out here, and you specifically remember venturing out here with your brother when you were younger, because he was uncannily good at finding these flowers. You do know that it's probably only half a day before you'll get back to the town proper at the very least.
We're getting close, guys.
Close to what?
We're going to her house.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
We're going to the town.
Well, and then to your house, right?
If we must.
All right, let's go.
I'm staying out of that one.
Well,
You sure no one needs to be married? Because I can do that.
Not at the moment.
Okay, cool.
maybe you could perform a ceremony in town.
Okay, sure.
Make a little scratch.
A scratch?
Yeah, some shinies.
Oh, yeah. All right.
There's a lot of people in town. You might be able to find somebody.
All right. Cool.
See, like you're itching to marry someone.
I mean, that's just one of the things I have. I got all kinds of stuff here. I got
Have you done it before?
I have not done anything of this before, but I've got a crossbow, and I've got a unarmed strike, and I got all kinds of stuff I can do.
Are there any limitations on the 2 creatures that you can marry? And is it or is it not a slippery slope? Asking as a homosexual.
Asking as a homosexual.
You're saying if could I marry? Okay.
Just curious.
Just where do you draw the line?
Draw the line there, Jake.
Yeah, Jake.
Well, you know what?
Jake is interesting. You don't have
It would be recognized in Naladai, but he does not have to do it if it's against his religion.
Oh yeah, for sure. Holy fuck. Amazing.
Goofy shit.
All right. Well, let's go.
You guys continue forward. Eventually, this part of the day, you reach about, let's say, a ways into the afternoon. It looks like the dusk will be upon you in maybe an hour or so. And as you all begin to sort of crest through a very small expanse of forestation, as you emerge on the other side, you can see before you, maybe only like a mile away, is this rather large city before you. It's sort of, you can see that it is, there are 4 different trade routes, the one that you're on, and then 3 others, one from further away, which is the east, one to your right, which is the south, and then one to your left, which is the north, that all converge on this city. There is a sort of ring around it with more forestation that you can see that sort of acts like this beautiful little wreath around it. And there are dozens of flickering lights being lit up, probably from, lamplight and whatnot, as the sun begins to make its descent in the sky, as the dusk begins to settle around this portion of the realm. And Tuisa, this is a view that you've really only seen a couple times, specifically from here, but that's 4 Point Cross.
Do we want to stay the night out here?
It's right there. That's maybe, hour away tops?
Whatever you guys want to do. Yeah, sure.
I've got no personal stake in it. It just seems weird.
Looks like a big place. You probably.
I think I might know a place we can stay.
Okay.
I'm sure there's places.
You do know specifically of the main sort of tavern inn type abode. It's called Inn on Ridge in town. There's a sort of elevated part of the town that this rather large building sits on top of, and that is where weary travelers go to spend the evening that do not already live here. It is rather large because there are a lot of people that travel through this city.
This is a good place. I've heard.
Are we there already?
No, I'll lead the way.
Oh, gosh, right, of course.
It's a good place over.
You're right.
Yep, I'm gonna put my hood up.
Sure.
That's universal code for totally all right.
You are only kind of nervous about seeing your own family, right? It's not like you're wanted in the whole town or anything.
Wanted? No.
Recognizable.
You're not like noble, are you?
No.
All right.
I don't know. There's people who would recognize me, yes.
Yeah. Okay. We can kind of go incognito if that would help you be more comfortable.
It would, yes. Yes, very much so, yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on Dweeza, Sirikaz, Jake, myself, Hilda and Habs.
Perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Can they really last that long? Like,
You can just keep raising them.
oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
You might get a couple.
You'd be surprised.
Weird
We did this
looks.
before with a fun little guy named Silent Bob, and we did not get in trouble for it at all.
Yeah. Plus, now I don't know if you heard, but I'm the official emissary from the Maritons. So to the crown. That's what this little medal here says.
That sounds really important.
Yeah. Have I showed you this, Jake, in the last 6 days? Because I show a lot of people.
You know, Jake, he
think so.
keeps showing it to you.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew you yesterday. So that's great.
So yeah, basically this says I can do whatever I want because
Quick little sidebar here. It might implicate us in murder, which is not
what would?
having zombies around.
Why is that?
Well, they did not seem like an unknown couple.
I mean, they're 6 days away.
I'm sure some people got meat from them. We're going to an inn, which
Sure.
usually serves
Yeah.
meats of various
mean-
kinds.
First of all, would you all recognize them? They got like bird feathers popping
Yeah,
out of
there's
them.
no way. They're completely unrecognizable from their humanoid form.
They're barely recognizable in their lycanthropy.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true.
6 days of fucking deterioration.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. This is my little diplomatic immune experiment that's happening here. So,
All right, I'm gonna walk about 50 feet behind you.
oh, that's fine.
All right, cool.
Same.
I'm gonna walk right in front because I think that I can really be some helpful.
Now, Jake. Now, remember, we're being a little stealthy here.
Okay, all right.
So, just if you just don't do anything real stupid, my magic will help.
I don't think I've ever done anything stupid.
I'm sure
So
that
I
you
think
haven't.
That's gonna be great.
You're a teacher.
I tried.
So that's the first thing. Yes.
Yeah.
That's your first mistake.
You're an important member of society. So I just ask that you act
Teachers
like
are
it.
really underappreciated.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I do always say that they're overpaid in general.
So good.
So yeah, I'll lead the way. But yeah, the spell Pass Without Trace should help kind of hide us in the shadows as we move.
Certainly. Everybody just go ahead and just give me cursory stealth checks to kind of remain a little bit more innocuous.
So you're gonna, cousin Jake, you're gonna roll the 20-sided dice.
Roll it.
Well, I think you know what. I think you explained
Yeah.
this to me
But
earlier.
don't forget to
How
add
do you-
10 to it.
Oh, add 10. Okay.
Yeah.
From Pass
Make
Without
sure to,
Trace, yes.
Oh, it looks like I've got a little D. You said you weren't sure what a D meant. I think.
Oh, it's okay.
Does that mean I have a dick in my stealth?
If you got a little D, you just try your best.
It's hard to be
All right.
stealthy
Okay. I'll do my best here.
when you
try
got
your
that
best.
D out.
So it looks like.
We all have little D's
Do I
inside
have
of us.
to roll anything to look like I'm not with him? And
This will count towards
So if
that.
I did this right, it looks like I got an 18.
Do you want me to roll for Habs and Hilda?
No, that's fine. We will put them a part of you.
Okay. Well, I didn't roll very well, but I still got 15. 16.
Okay.
I got 15 as well.
Okay.
God damn, you guys rolled fucking low as shit. If you're fucking adding 10 on top of it.
oh yeah, I was gonna say Pass Without Trace adds 10. Then I got a 31.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you-
Well, it looks like I think if you explain it to me right,
Yeah.
that means I have disadvantage on stealth because of something.
It does. So
So,
you
yeah,
roll
it
the
looks
dice
like-
twice.
So your dick.
Yep.
It's
So it looks like I got an
Yeah.
18
It's pretty good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're dicked.
Yeah, you are dicked.
with the plus 10.
Yeah.
Great.
See, you did great even with a little D.
All right, I really
That's
get the hang
right.
of
Lots of people can do well even with little
Yeah.
D's.
Yeah.
Yes. So true. Very good. Well, you all
this.
successfully.
That's basic biology.
Yeah, basic biology.
Yeah.
Very true. You all You all feel really good about just the way you're making your way towards the town or the city proper. As you begin to approach, using this western trade route, you can see that there is a relatively large sort of wall that surrounds the entirety of Four Point Cross. As at least that you could see from your vantage point before you began to move downward to sort of eye level with the city itself. And as you begin to approach the wall, there is a very large open gate on this side that there are only a very small amount of people that seem to be hanging around outside, around a lot of young folk that seem to be in the process of a some sort of like a leather-bound ball game where they're passing it back and forth and running, across the road itself. They're all laughing and, shouting and having a good time as the sun begins to set. There are a handful of what seem to be armed guards at the gate, only maybe like 4 or so that you can see. One of them is sort of just sort of stationed behind a booth that seems to be inlaid in the wall itself as you're passing through the threshold of the gate. And there seems to be just a couple of armed town or armed city guards just sort of standing on the outside, just sort of positioned there. One of them just sort of like waves you down and points you over to that sort of inlaid portion of the gate where one of the guards just sort of sat down, like leaned out on the outside, just sort of head rested on his hand, almost very like clearly like very tired for probably his shift. But they sort of wave you in his direction.
Sure. What do you guys think?
They probably just want to know why we've come to town.
Yeah, probably.
There's a lot of trade routes coming.
Kaz, you want to take this one? You want to take the lead on this? You're such a personable.
I'm super trying not to be like associated with you. Actually, I thought I might wait for him to wave me somewhere else.
Well, now why is that?
I forgot.
I can do something if someone needs me to do something.
Do you want to take the lead on
Over
this?
there with the zombies.
Do you want to take the lead on this?
Doing what?
Oh, just talk to the guard. Tell him we're just here to perform weddings or something. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to the guard.
Yeah.
Hello, guard.
Good evening. Sorry, just the usual check-in. Yeah, you all heading into 4 Point for what are your reasons?
Sure. So my name is Jake Thurman. I'm a biology teacher from Indiana, and we are here to perform some weddings.
Just, Jake, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Sure. All right.
I waited behind to be waved to the next guy. I am not fucking
And I'm
there.
8.
Yeah, Nate. He just sort of you hate to perform weddings. Sorry, I've never heard of would you say Indiana?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that
That's
a part of the kingdom or
I mean,
It's very exotic. Mm-hmm. Ah, hello. See? You can tell
it's
that.
the best place I've ever been to.
Yeah.
so it's in the I assume it's in the Maritimes if you
Yeah.
know. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your situation over there. Mm-hmm.
You be more specific.
Yeah, those two behind you. Is this some sort of? I assume you're with the with the academy or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Go ahead and give a deception check.
I mean, I'm with an academy of sorts. I guess you could call it an academy. It's a school.
Academia.
So
10.
10. Right. Well, fuck it. So who are you studying under?
Oh, I'm not studying. I'm like affiliated. Here. Like, let me just show you. And I show him the medal.
Oh. All right. Okay. You said your name was
Jake Thurman.
Jake Thurman. Surname?
Thurman.
So your first name is Jake?
Yeah, that's right.
It's an old name. He writes that down. And you said your name was
Yeah, I'm Kill.
Kill.
That way over there, standing way far from us, is that Syracuse? Kaz, I got you checked in. Don't worry, buddy.
Right. And companion, what's your name?
Theresa?
Right, Dweesa. Right.
Kaz, come on.
How long are you all planning on staying in 4 Point?
Not long. A few days.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say probably until about 10 p.m. is when what you told me is when we usually stop. So.
No. See,
Oh.
we're in the game.
Oh, okay.
So we stop in real life at 10 p.m.
Okay,
But
okay.
in game.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Go ahead, try again.
We will be here for as long as it takes to win the game.
By that he means love.
Wed everyone in town.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm going to put you down for a 10-day.
Sure.
And then if you need to stay longer, just, check back in with officials and whatnot. Were you bringing anything to pitch at the market or at the guild?
No, in particular.
All right. Were you just here on research business?
And weddings.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
Oh, well, no,
I don't think he says
Oh, no, you're actually
jokes.
performing weddings.
Don't think he.
If anyone needs any, then yes, I will definitely be doing that.
He's quite eager.
It's one of the things. I mean, I can do all kinds of things. I could do athletics if you need me to do any athletics. All kinds. Well, really, any kind of stuff that you need me to do, I can do.
I'm just gonna put you down for just sort of miscellaneous services.
Sure.
that
like
sums
that.
us up pretty
sounds
well.
good.
All right. Yeah, I've got you down for a 10-day miscellaneous services. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the cross guards. All right. Well, do you have are you checking into to the ridge, or do you have someone that you're staying with?
Unless you have a better suggestion of a place to stay.
I mean, no, the ridge is usually where everyone likes to stay. I mean, if you have any friends or family around, then you're more than welcome to stay with them. But just, we like to keep an eye about things.
Yeah, sure.
You understand?
We're very exotic, so we don't have any friends or family nearby, but the ridge sounds nice.
Sure. All right, yeah. Well, if you stay at the ridge, could you let Smart know? He's the innkeeper. Could you just let him know that Ren will come in to pay his tab. It's just, I haven't gotten paid for this. My stipend doesn't come in yet. But I'll pay my tab. I mean, Ren will pay his tab. So you can just let him know that.
So you're just like working, but you're not getting anything for it?
Well, not yet. I mean, you do the work, and then sort of at the end of the week, they give you the
okay.
money. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just kind of new on the job?
No.
Just not good at
Just,
spending his money.
Anyway, have a wonderful evening.
All right.
If you have any questions, like I said, don't be afraid to ask a cross guard or anything like that.
You said your name was Ren, right?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
name's Ren.
That's not a bad name. Why you look so ashamed of yourself?
Oh, no reason. It's fine. Have a good evening.
Ren, are you sure? Because I gotta tell you, I got a really good sense for when people are feeling like they got something on their mind that they got.
Nope, I'm fine. And he shuts the sort of like the wood window. Yeah, he just. Boom.
Yeah. Well, I think that went well. Shall we?
Right?
Hey, you're doing such a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
You enjoying it?
I'm really. Yes, I think
Yeah.
we're doing really good.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's go. See, I told you it wouldn't be a problem.
That's a
Kaz,
Power.
told you,
really
told you
easy.
to be
That was
fine.
a lot easier
Not
than I
reacting every single time.
I love it. Perfect. You all begin to move your way into the city proper.
I'm
Yes.
just like, that's my friend, Kaz.
Yeah, Kaz's over there. Good
No,
stuff.
zero reaction.
Yeah, just standing there. You all begin to make your way into the city proper.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. We're going to take a very early break just because there's going to be a lot that's going to potentially happen, and I don't want to stop in case we get into a roll. So, a roll. So we're going to be back in about 10 minutes. Just going to use the bathroom. Also, I have to pee so bad. So we're going to be back in about 10 minutes. Stick around. You want to see what's next.
Yeah.
See you soon. All right. Hell yeah. And we're back. It'd be tight as fuck if we had some crazy shake on.
That would be tight.
It'd be very tight. We don't.
Is Michael Bay in need of work?
He's always in need of work, that motherfucker. I'm looking pretty hot, Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Put me in a Transformers movie.
Well, I mean, you're a transformer right now.
Yeah, obviously. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right.
My homosexual cousin was telling me a lot about like the Transformers and how
Yeah.
you know
I'm so glad.
takes all kinds. You know.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, good stuff. All right, y'all.
Can you imagine if the next Transformer movie was just Transformers?
Dude, and it's still directed by Michael Bay. Incredible.
Trans,
You know,
just
I
like in
trust-
italics.
Yeah.
I think that Michael Bay's got a real. I think I trust him.
He's got a
really,
subtle touch.
to really handle that kind of subject matter with like
I think he's got the subtle
maximum amount of sensitivity.
subtle touch to really.
Oh my lord. Holy hell. I love that. Jesus
Somebody
Christ.
give me Transformers.
Dude, that is amazing. All right, y'all. Here you are, 4 Point Cross, walking the streets as the dusk begins to settle upon the evening. Theresa,
You're dead.
you die. No,
Yeah.
Theresa, go ahead and just give me a perception check.
I can't read that. Oh. eh.
The song slaps.
That's pretty hard.
How
What
did it
who
get
is
so
this?
big?
Hey, can we shout out?
This is the cure.
Add this to my Yahoo Music.
Adrian Von Ziegler movie. So
10.
Yeah.
You all begin to travel through 4 Point Cross with Theresa kind of leading the way, just sort of moving through the less traveled areas of the city best as she can. And you walk for. You have to dismount your horses as the way she takes you is, relatively narrow, going through back alleys and different things of that nature.
Can we stable them somewhere?
I'm sure at the ridge.
Surely at the ridge.
Okay.
Sure.
Surely at the ridge. And
We have to leave them behind to get to the ridge.
And we
no,
just,
you just dismount them and you walk
Oh.
them. Just because.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know.
I
What
thought it was literally like. You
Oh
can
no!
stay
Yeah,
here.
say that.
Yeah.
Anyways, no.
Find your own way.
Figure it out.
Get a taxi.
Figure the fuck out. No, so it takes you probably. You feel like it probably would have been faster if you just kind of went directly there, but Theresa kind of leads you around.
this is the way I know.
Sure.
It takes you about 30-40 minutes to sort of cross the city on foot. It's rather large. It's reminiscent of Krunbale, the capital that you visited one time. Just a little less, not a little, quite less opulent. This is very like industry, lots of trade buildings and whatnot.
By the way, can you remind us what the guard Ren asked us if we bring anything to market or to a certain guild? What was the
To
guild?
the guild.
To the guild. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Theresa knows what that means.
Okay.
Sure do.
Anyways, if you want to ask Theresa, she can explain it to you. But anyway, so
In due time.
In due time. Eventually, you sort of emerge onto a not a busy street, as it's the dusk is settled and the night has sort of taken the city. However, the streets are well lit. Not the ones that you travel by, but the main streets and whatnot are well lit. Not too many people out at this time of night, but there are a handful of people heading back home after the workday and just sort of spending time probably at market or wherever. They don't seem to be paying too much attention to you. Well, this is a very, as far as you can tell, only being in the city for about an hour or so now at this point. This seems to be a very like keep to yourself, like busybody type place. And no one really seems to have time to like gawk at anybody else or anything like that. Every once in a while you do hear, some sort of like shitty cat call situation going on like at a different corner or whatever, but
Check out the shell on that guy.
Yeah.
I'd
You
like
blush
to
a little
grab
bit.
that, like,
Yeah.
by the horns.
All right. That was pretty good. So, you like that one, Jake?
Yeah, just something about the.
Yeah. Good. Glad.
By the way, Jake, don't be afraid if you want to try like a fun accent or something. While we're
Oh
playing.
yeah,
You don't have to, but some of us do.
Yeah.
What races are okay for me to do?
All of them, buddy. All
race
of
is
them.
fine. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'll
Yeah,
take
he
that.
did, he did Jamaican before.
I did. It was pretty good. And everyone knows everyone knows that whatever race that you choose to pretend to be,
No, whether
you
you're
can
black,
say
brown,
whatever you
red,
want
blue,
when
or
you're
pink,
doing it.
or
Yeah.
Gay or whatever you are. It's
Yeah,
all
whatever
fine.
gay
It's
race
all
you want to
good.
be, no problem.
all the gay, all the races,
All the gay
they're all the same. All of the sexualities and races are the same. You know,
It's so
they're
true.
all
Gay blue paint.
I
exactly
can't
equal and
see
have
anything.
all of the
I am
same rights and
blind.
opportunities.
Not just colorblind.
That's right.
I'm blind.
I don't see
Anything. That's right.
That's my philosophy. I don't see
I
anything.
don't see anything, baby.
You ask me, I don't.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't
I
see
don't know,
anything.
officer. I don't see anything.
That's good because I was planning on doing some crimes here.
I know.
So good. Eventually, as you empty out onto this rather larger street, you do see maybe about, a couple 100 feet away, elevated up onto a ridge that begins to sort of overlook this this sort of courtyard-esque area with about with like a fountain in the middle, with a handful of different benches and whatnot, and some really nice landscaping sort of surrounding it. It's not really like a park, but it's this nice little courtyard area that this ridge overlooks. On top of the ridge is an extraordinarily large building. It's reminiscent of like a castle, but design and architecturally, it is much more akin to a more what's the word I'm looking for? Utilitarian purpose. It's not Gothic, really, in any sense that you recall seeing in like Crunbale. This is definitely
Structural.
Yes,
Yeah.
very structural, but it is incredibly large. Larger than even the estate, even like Harry and Mary's estates back at Aberlock. This is larger than extraordinarily large building. You can see that there is a very large signpost that is sort of erected right on the edge of the ridge, and you can see that it's just sort of painted and scrawled on a very large sort of rectangular top. It just says in on ridge, just sort of scrawled on top of it. So it seems as though you are here.
Very descriptive name.
They don't beat around the bush.
That's bush right
That's
there.
what Beverly always says.
Don't beat around that bush.
Yep.
That's right. You put that tickler to use. So,
I don't know what that means. But all right.
well, you know what, Jake? I like you a lot.
That's what people say.
I'll get- yes, they do. So you follow the short sort of side road that sort of curves around a couple different buildings that hooks upwards up the ridge as you begin to approach this very large building, the Inn on Ridge. You can see that sort of just at the bottom of it, there is a very large stable and sort of fenced in area that seems to be manned and operated by, as far as you can count, 4 or so different stable boys that are just sort of, feeding and grooming a handful of different horses and different mounts and whatnot. There is one exotic looking creature that you can see on the far end that's sort of separated from a lot of the horses. It's kind of dark out, but Kill, you can sort of just make out it seems to be some sort of winged creature. Kind of looks like a griffin, actually, at the very end. That one of the stable boys seems to be very carefully, dealing with, while the other 3 are, casually maneuvering around some of the different horses. One of them just sort of notices your group and just sort of turns, nudges one of the other stable boys that just sort of stops, the little taller one, and then just sort of nods, hands the reins of a horse over to the younger one, and then begins to make his way over to you. Sort of holds up a hand and says, "Hello there. Are you all checking in?"
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. So are you leaving all of your steeds here? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seemed like you got it.
Yeah.
Oi, yes, sir.
All right. Not loving
that
this,
good?
Jake. It's feeling a little
Yeah.
patronizing.
All right.
Oh,
Go for
is
it.
that? Oh, I can.
No, you did great.
Oh, okay.
You did
You
great.
gotta be open.
Yeah, you sound just like my dad.
Ah, good. Pip pip, y'all fish and chips.
Are you from the same town? That's what he says too. I always
Yep.
tease him about that. That little
I think
fucking
the hang of
goober.
this. Yeah.
Right. Well, can I get your names? And he just he turns to his side, pulls out a very small sort of pad of
Can we just do like a group name?
Yeah.
and he takes out like a pocket quill.
Yeah, you can just put the bared souls for all 4.
Bad songs.
That's
Alright.
B-A-R-E-D.
Ah,
Yes.
thank you. Yeah,
Well done.
D souls.
Well, I know some of these stable boys don't really know how to write, so.
That's why I'm the one writing. And he marks 4 marks, and he says, "Right, you can either pay it up front at the desk inside, or you can lump sum it all in with your room payments. So, just let him know that it's all settled here, and I will take care of them all for you."
Easy enough. I
Thank you
just
very much.
pleasure.
like get in a little bit, and I'm just like, is that Griffin down there?
Yes, it is. Gentleman arrived not too long ago. Bit of a fucking ornery fella. Done.
The guy or the Griffin?
Oh, the Griffin.
Oh yeah.
The gentleman I only interacted with just a little bit. This usual cordial thing. I wouldn't say he's rude, but you ever sort of meet someone like that where it's kind of like it's almost like they couldn't care to give you the time.
Yes.
But they're not rude, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just
Indifference.
yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not a person, you know what I mean?
Well, you won't find that with the bared souls.
Yeah, you all seem like a cool lot, you know? Whatever the fuck that's going on over there. He points to House and Hilda, just sort of like,
It always looks like you're looking at me.
yeah, whatever this is. This fucking creature is.
Creature.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, they're with us.
I brought a makeup one.
No, I assume that, yeah.
Yeah.
You brought up a makeup.
Since
I brought a makeup wipe.
since I obviously knew enough about griffins to recognize one.
Yeah.
Like what would I think about like the sort of ease with which you could domesticate one, you know what I mean?
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
It's a 16.
16. That species of griffin that you recognize, like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the you recognize the biology of this griffin. It does you. Yeah. Huh? You've never seen this species of griffin before, or if there's a
Like specific breed of
yeah
griffin?
breed. Thank you. These don't seem to be native to the Maritimes, but there are definitely specific types of griffin, or avian mammalian type creatures that inhabit the Maritimes. However, like when being taught about these different things, as a young hatchling, you recall that there are these types of creatures native to all 3 continents, all 3 known continents. And as far as you recall, it's likely that this particular griffin is probably native to the, or was native to the, to Feresper. If that is the case, I mean, you would have, with your understanding of Feresper and like just the stereotypes of like the creatures from there, probably was very difficult to domesticate or nigh impossible, and this is just sort of as close as you can get, type thing. So
Cool.
very impressive nonetheless. And the stable boy just sort of right, well, is there anything specific I should know in taking care of them, or just the usual sort of groom and feed and whatnot?
Yeah, just the usual.
All right,
Treat them well.
absolutely.
Still, let me know if you didn't.
Yeah, I was just about to warn you. He does speak with animals sometimes, so
One of those.
yeah.
Right. Are you with the academy?
Yeah.
Make a deception check
I really wish.
with advantage this time.
The thing is, I think he thinks it's true.
2 18s, baby. Yeah.
2 18s. You just cool. Do you have some sort of do you have like business with that new tower?
No. What's the new tower?
Oh.
You're right about.
Well, just outside the city.
Is that the... No, never mind. Go ahead.
No, just outside the city. I don't know. It's just, well, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure all about it. I just heard there were rumors of I heard there were rumors of the academy sort of taking root here. and they, built that tower. I mean, I
Is
can
that
only
the-
assume it.
This is kind of out of game, but is that the room tower? Is that because I know that's an amel, but we're kind of on the fourth.
You're not in Amel right now, so.
Right, but do I think like are we anywhere near? Just because I've had like the realm sphere, like I would.
Oh, sure,
kinda have
sure.
it-
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, you would be in Amel since this is the 4-point
Right,
cross, but
right.
the rune tower the ruined tower is, as far as you know, like deep into Amel, like
ways away.
south. Yeah.
So that's probably not.
So I mean,
it's ruined tower.
Yes.
Okay, I wrote down ruined.
I apologize.
Okay. Nope.
Ruined.
Easy mistake.
If that's my
my
pronunciation.
part.
No, yeah, it's just sort. Well, the rumors are that the academy just sort of planted roots here, which, I was surprised by, considering, as far as I know, their business is not sort of. Well, I guess this is why it would be on the outskirts of town. But, really, the guild has their presence here, so. It's not necessarily. It would probably be like encroaching, I guess. I don't know. To be honest with you, my dad, he was sort of alluding that it's probably the academy or something like that, because the tower just sort of appeared. Fucking.
Is
one
your
day.
dad a part of the guild?
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
He is. I do have business at the guild. You could probably deal with him. He goes by. His name is Julian.
Julian.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of the smithies there. He works with Sagar.
A lot of people writing stuff down. This seems important.
Sometimes when they.
pretend to write stuff
Oh,
down.
Yeah. It's very good. It looks good on camera.
Sometimes.
It looks good on camera. Yeah. Oh, very good. Very good.
Note taking is actually quite useful in real life, such as this real life moment.
You'd think you'd know that as a biology teacher.
You would, yeah. Pick
Yeah.
kinds.
Yeah, word.
Keep saying that.
Is this stable boy a young adult?
Yeah.
They qualify as young adult.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Hey there, sir. Are you in need of a coming of age ceremony?
Oh,
Sorry?
Yeah,
quinceanera, perhaps.
yeah. Is that because I have on my sheet here, it says that I have a amulet holy symbol, which I would imagine is just sort of your standard inverted Luciferian pentagram. So I would pull that out and just sort of. Oh, I don't think I told you guys. So I am fully a Satanist. Beverly and I belong to the sect of the Dark Moon, which is sort of an offshoot of, I could talk
That's
here
true. He
about
does. They
the
are.
works of Aleister Crowley and, the manifestations of his dark majesty on the
I'm
material
gonna
plane
need
that we
you
all
to, I
exist
think,
on.
after this.
But I really just want to give you a coming of age ceremony, if that's something that's you would want.
Make a persuasion check, please,
All right.
Jake.
I am 15. Kill the turtle is 15.
Kill the
like a
turtle
coming
is
of age?
15.
What's that?
Well, firstly make the persuasion check.
All right.
We can do that later in the rooms.
Yes, Teresa. Yes, you can.
Have our own little private coming of age story.
things in the room.
I got a 13.
13.
Lucky number.
It's,
Those are
yep.
so stale.
I know.
The stable boy
Barely qualifies
just sort of.
when they're not stale.
Are you like with the king's hand or something?
I don't know what that means, but
Right. You know what? I'm okay. Thank you very much,
sure.
sir.
If you need anything like that, just let me know.
I will keep my I'll keep. Yep.
All right.
What was your name, by the way?
Oh, my name is Jacoby.
Jacoby.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna go up to this kid and just be like, "Listen, I'm so sorry. I know they're fucking weird. Take that silver. Enjoy that.
Thank you very much, sir.
So sorry, guys."
Honestly, not the oddest interaction I've even had today.
Do I hear this?
Surprise me. It does make me sad.
With your passive, they're definitely whispering about this situation. You don't know exactly what they're saying.
As soon as Kaz walks away, I also walk up and I just go. I'm just gonna whisper like I'm saying something, but I just don't want Kaz to pull one over on me. So here, and then I give him a silver tooth.
Okay, just sort of.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're all very generous.
I know mine is shinier, but you know what? They're worth the same as far as I can tell.
He's not whispering anymore, so I'm
Nope.
just like, fine. You know what? it's at least benevolently weird.
Should I
Right.
also give him his?
If you like, it's fine.
I'm not going to tell you no.
More silver where that came from. Take good care of them.
I certainly will. You all have a good rest of your evening.
You have a good night. Hail Satan. And I'll head back to the room.
You too. Blessings of Baphomet.
He just sort of like looks around a little bit and is like, all right, fuck this. And just goes back to his business. You all begin to approach the entrance doors to the Inn on Ridge. And, you open them and the inside of this is very modern, like wooden Swedish type architecture. Like this is like very utilitarian, very like smooth.
Like you're like, use your reference for modern Swedish architecture.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It's all IKEA. It's
Right,
just
my mind's
IKEA.
eye. I see.
I got it. Yes, of course. And there are so many people here. It's all very calm. Like no one's like partying or really drinking too much or anything. People are just sort of relaxing. There's a lot of different things going on. Some dragon chess, some card playing. Just people just reading by one of the larger wreaths that the sort of chimney is vented directly above it, and you can see all of the smoke just sort of being somehow expelled out through the top and sucked up through. It's just this very quaint, extraordinarily large. It kind of looks like a, like it just looks almost like a big fucking library without any books. You know what I mean? A bunch of tables around, this really nice, woodwork everywhere. And there's one extraordinarily long bar that about 4 bartenders are sort of stood right behind at the very end of the hall. There's a handful of different barmaids and servers walking around, just sort of checking in with everybody. However, as you enter, just towards your left, you can see that there is some sort of like a check-in kiosk area, and there is a young gentleman that is sort of seated right behind a desk, just sort of writing through with quill and ink on a big ledger book, a handful of different cabinets and whatnot behind him, and he just sort of looks up. Oh, hello. You all checking in?
I immediately just like do one of these and just try to get to this guy first. Yes, we are.
Why'd you do that? Whatever. All right. You guys are the experts. I'll trust you with that.
Yes, we're looking for 4 rooms. Or I mean, if there's double bed, 2 rooms is fine. Just whatever you got open.
Okay. Name for the check-in?
For all 4.
Sure.
Yeah, we're the bed souls. If you need to know, it's Sirikaz, Louisa, Dipshit, and Jake.
And
sorry, Dipshit.
Sir,
It's Kill. K-I-L.
I think he's just.
Or Q-I-L.
We have a lot of fun here. At the
Bad souls.
Bared Souls.
Bad souls.
right.
Would you believe I was trying to save you from some weirdness by doing this?
No.
Yeah,
Sir,
absolutely.
the bad souls. Okay. How long do you plan on staying?
What were we thinking? About
Few nights, at least?
a few nights. We'll say like 4 or 5 nights at first. If we need to stay longer, we'll come back and.
Shall we say half a 10 day?
Well, absolutely.
Okay, 5 days. Very good. Right, for the 4 of you, we have a couple of different options. We can have 4 separate rooms, or we could do 1 with 4 beds, 2 with 2 each. What would you like?
I'll be having a room to myself, so.
I think I should probably get a room to myself. I think my Beverly would have a real field day with me if I got a little. Yeah.
This is just a game, Like your character.
Oh, so I can do whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want in this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that opens up a lot of possibilities. But I'll trust the rest of you. Whatever you think.
I think you should insist on rooming with Garrett's character.
You think so?
I think so. I think that'd be fun for him.
Economical.
I would like to room with Garrett's character.
I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. I'll get a room myself, and we'll also get a room with 4 beds that they'll all stay in.
Okay, sure.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
See? We just let me handle stuff like this.
Great. So it's going to be 3 silver for the 4-bedroom, and 1 silver for the single.
All right.
Per night.
And I just drop 4 silver on him.
Great.
On the desk, not on him.
Right.
That'd be the most condescending.
I know.
Just whip a coin at it.
Think fast.
Oh, also, who has the ticket for the stables? Was it you, Kill?
Yeah, let's say yes.
Well, yeah, here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, wonderful. It's just going to be an additional 3 copper for your mount.
All right, there you go. And I just dropped 3 copper in front
Thank you
of him.
very much. All right. And he turns around, grabs 2 keys, puts them onto the desk, pushes them forward, and says, "This one on the left, is the single, and this one is the 4-bedroom."
I was curious. Did you meet the gentleman that that checked in with the exotic animal outside? I don't know.
Forward and grab the key.
You speak of the griffin outside?
That's right.
I did. Do you have business with him?
Just like to meet him.
Sure. I am not generally say allowed to sort of
Well, innkeeper client privilege. This
yeah,
was long,
but you know, he is a proud man, so I'm sure you'll be able to figure out who he is if he hasn't told you already.
Okay.
I would love to just do a cursory glance of the room and see if I
Is anybody wearing like a griffin hat?
Yeah, you two can give me a perception.
It's like the guy who has a Ferrari and
Yeah,
like wearing
for
the
sure.
Ferrari ball cap
For
with,
sure.
with a blazer.
It's like wearing a Kate Bush T-shirt to a Kate Bush concert.
It's just like
Kind of
that.
vibe,
It's
yeah.
just like
Just
that,
like
Jake.
that.
Yeah.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
Perception.
19.
So 18 and 19, yes?
Yep.
So you two both sort of immediately like, huh? And you just sort of turn around. And there is one gentleman that you marked when you came in, is seemingly the only one that is really doing more than like just kind of chilling and relaxing. He is seemingly in the process of like really obnoxiously playing a game of dragon chess at the far end of the room, and like just making a big fucking show of like any move that he makes, just like really like moving his body before like thinking before he makes a move, like just doing like a lot of shit.
The anime
And
face.
yeah, he's just like, you know, every time he just points up his glasses, it immediately like yeah, for sure. And there's a small crowd that sort of gathered around watching this, and he does seem to be wearing very fine clothing and regalia. He's not wearing a griffin cap or anything like that, but you can see that it seems as though he's well, you can see just to the sort of right of him, he does have what seems to be like a set of armor that is just sort of doffed and like laid out into the side, and a very large sheathed sword, probably just sort of laid up next to it. And he's wearing rather fine clothing in you know, what's the word I'm looking for, in excess of that. So he's the only one that really could be noticeable in this crowd. So you assume, you both immediately are like, oh, probably that guy.
I think in a moment of rare synchronicity between
Yeah.
as we're both just like,
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Is the implication that he was wearing like fine clothes under his
Yes.
armor? Okay.
Yes, that is the implication.
it's gotta be him, right?
It's gotta be him.
It's gotta be.
It's got to be.
I just love the idea that the innkeeper did that.
Do any of y'all play Dragon Chess?
I play
I think I might.
computer chess. I don't know if that's at all related.
It's probably very
Yeah, so-
similar.
We have. I'll be honest. We have not updated our computer since Windows 95. So
That's the best
what
one.
we got.
Is it a
That's-
logic?
I find it works for us.
game?
You know.
Is it logic? I've
Yeah, I think so.
studied some games.
Yeah, I've never played before.
Read books about them mostly.
No, I haven't played.
I might be interested. It might be interesting to play. I never played either. Anyway, I guess we're all set here.
Wonderful.
Any other like amenities about this place we should know about?
Well, you can order food at the bar, order drink. We do have, if you swing around the other side of the building, there is a library where you could check out some books if you'd like. Lots of our patrons like to sit in the hall, the Grand Hall, and read by the fire. And I mean, there's many things to do about town. Is this your first time at the Crossroads?
Yeah.
Oh, well, wonderful. If you don't mind me asking, what are you sort of, what's your business in the city? I could probably better aid you.
I'm mostly just sightseeing.
Oh, wonderful. A tourist, as they say.
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely. And the rest of you as well? You're just sort of sightseeing?
Actually, I'm sort of in search of someone personally. I was told to ask about the Midnight Stallions or Raven something around Alta Still, and this is sort of our first little area there.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. Is this like some sort of group, like it sounds like hired hand, as you say?
Yeah. I believe either the Midnight Stallions were a mercenary band, or the Raven, something that I'm blanking on.
My homosexual cousin gave me some notes from before. It looks like so there's a mercenary group called the Gold Mantles. Is that related to what we're talking about?
The Gold Mantles. I thought
there's a stallion named Raven something.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I got confused with my own mental notes that I took.
You're gonna get yourself a homosexual cousin.
I
really do.
That's what it
I
is.
was confusing
really
the
do.
Crimson Cliffs and the Gold Mantles.
Amazing.
They're both colors.
Yeah, I think he means the gold man.
Bloop, bloop,
Oh,
bloop.
the gold mantles. This sounds familiar. You probably have some pretty good luck if you headed over to the guild on the Mall, and if you'd speak to Lo.
Can you spell that for me? Because
L-O.
Oh.
Well, that is the sort of resident. How you say this? Sanctioned liaison to these types of groups and this type of work. I assume you're speaking of bounty hunters or hired hands, mercenary type work. Lo, as far as I know, deals with this kinds of thing. Is sort of, like I said, the liaison with hiring officially Susie Khan.
Right. I appreciate the help. Thank you.
My pleasure. Is there anything else I could help you with?
If somebody was looking for like a specific healing potion of some kind, something special.
Well, you could probably seek out Sayojin. Since I forget their names, but since that's that sort of local family, well, since they headed out of town, Sayojin is been the sort of go-to at the guild. You're familiar with Theodrin. Theodrin is a dwarf that is a member of the Royal Guild House that your family had pretty good connections with. They sold a lot of the reagents to him that they would collect and whatnot, and he would be sort of their middleman between any interactions that people might have or desire with your trade.
Did you say the family left?
Yes, as far as I know, the tower that was recently erected, that was sort of in place of their homestead.
Wait, they moved to the tower, or they built the tower where they?
No, I believe some sort of benefactor purchased their land and then erected the tower in this place.
Thank you. I'll talk to Theodrin.
Great.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
What was your name again?
Oh, I am Ali.
Nice to meet you, Ari.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Is that Harry with a French accent, or is it actually Airy?
It is Harry with a French accent.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I'm still keeping it airy.
Just checking.
You can. Good evening. I'm just going to get back to work. Oh, I'm so sorry. I never pointed out your rooms. It's going to be on the third floor. Your room is the first on the left. Your room is the first on the right.
Okay. Thank you.
You all head up to the rooms.
Yeah, I think we walk away.
For the sake of brevity, you walk through the Great Hall, up the first flight, up the second flight, into the third floor. Your room on the left, Kaz. The rest of the group's room on the right.
Is it obvious how many floors there are?
It's probably one more floor above you.
Okay. Cool.
Kaz, are you coming in here?
I mean, if we've got something to talk about, I can. Do we have something to talk about?
I mean, probably.
I can talk about biology. That's something you guys want to talk about. I have a lot of.
Wait, does your character know a lot about biology?
Oh, that's a good question.
You got to remember. You got to kind of separate yourself from the character.
I get you.
Yeah.
Is your character not a biology teacher too?
Is that not?
I gotta be honest. I'm getting real mixed up, you guys. But I do have
sometimes
a +0 in nature. Is that good?
It's a +0.
It's
you
not
can use
bad.
your. I mean,
Yeah,
come
it's
on.
not
I know you
bad.
never played before, but you can use your
Okay, all
kind
right.
of intuition
Yeah,
to know.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah,
Like it's not bad, but it's not.
it's not ideal.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sorry about this, guys. He's, he doesn't get out much.
Good. Good, everybody.
So it sounds like your family left.
Yeah.
Well, it's good news, right? Because that means you can walk around and not worry about it.
We've lived there for year. My great grandparents. Why would they leave? And for them to take my brother somewhere.
How long have you been gone?
I don't know, a few months?
Oh, that fast. Something must have happened, right? Or or Highreath came in and kind of gave them an offer they couldn't refuse.
Yeah, maybe it's good.
I mean, we have no reason to think that Highreath is bad, right?
I don't have any reason to think they're anything.
Yeah.
So
I just can't imagine them moving from that spot.
Well, maybe we should check it out after we check out the guild.
Well,
Yeah.
Theodrin's at the guild. I could talk to him.
Yeah, so what's the deal with the guild anyway?
So the deal with the guild.
The deal with the guild
Yes, the Royal Guild House is sort of the large collective of tradesmen and tradespeople that have sort of. The thing about Four Point Cross is that it is not. It is a part of the kingdom of Naladine. However, it is not beholden to either of the four provinces' individual laws.
This is like international waters.
It is kind of international waters. However, still overall, they deal exclusively in federal law. If we want to do, there are no there's no state level laws here. This is exclusively like a federal city, if you will. And so because of that, there was less. There was a lot less emphasis on how trade was meant to be conducted here. So a lot of the trades people and different types of sales people and just craftsmen and all these different things sort of all collectively came together and formed the what they call the Royal Guild House, with consent of the king and official documents and stuff like that wrote up. They formed this coalition, and all of the trade that moves through 4 Point Cross, which is a fuckload, has to go through the Royal Guild House. They take sort of a level of taxation from that for themselves for the shipping and handling type situation. They have their own delivery system to all 4 of the provinces.
This is Ticketmaster.
It's kind of Ticketmaster, yes, but also they do produce their own things as well. They have they hire and are operated by some of the most skilled craftsmen in the kingdom.
Cool.
And so there is no there's sort of like a council of guild members that worry about the sort of day-to-day things and rewrite legislation about stuff and all that jazz. But yeah, it's this sort of you can kind of call it like a really powerful union almost. If there was a fantasy sort of equivalent. So yeah, that's the situation. And as far as Theresa recalls, Theodrin is like one of the guild council members.
He's pretty much a big deal.
Yeah.
I know Theodrin, no big deal.
And
biggie.
sort of like mercenary work is counted amongst these.
In the guilds.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's
Skilled
work.
trade.
It's a skilled
It
trade.
is a skilled trade.
Okay, well, guess that's where we're headed tomorrow, huh? So anyway, I heard something about a coming of age ceremony.
Yeah, I can do that if you want.
I mean,
I would rather wrestle kill.
Maybe
I
that's
mean,
part of it.
doesn't have to be an either
I get
or
it.
kind of.
Yeah, baby.
We could. Why not both simultaneously?
Well, it just so happens that I'm on a new adventure, and I'm a newly an adult myself.
There you go.
So
You want some? Do you need some? Do you need to come of age?
yeah, I'd
can
like
let
to
you come of age.
I'd like to come of age.
I will make you come of age.
Make
Everyone-
me come
so
of
much.
age so much.
gonna-
Everyone
make you
needs a come of
come
age
of age.
story.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Love it. Well, Jake, why don't you describe how he comes of age?
So,
This is the best part of
Friendly
Dungeons and
uncle.
Dragons.
I'll raise my.
Come of age.
I love when my friend helps me come of age.
So I'll raise my amulet and I'll say sort of a dark incantation.
In Lucifer's name.
Yeah,
of course,
Fucking eyes roll in the back of my head. I start to levitate. Garrett starts to actually become holy fuck. Ooh. Very good.
Now you are a humanoid, right?
I'm a humanoid.
All right.
Yes.
So
Thanks for asking, though.
sure. I always like to. That's what I ask. I feel like that's extra polite. Just everyone I meet.
That's what they say about you.
So for the next 24 hours, whenever the target makes an ability check, it can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the ability check. The creature can only benefit from this right only once.
So for the next 24 hours.
Hell yeah, brother.
You can only come once. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Only once in your life.
Yep. That's the one.
You'll never forget your first.
Never forget your first and last.
Never forget your
Coming of
first and
age.
only.
Yeah.
Speaking of age.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
that's what I said.
What did I say?
Of age, yeah.
Holy hell.
So, what does the ceremony look like? So
yeah,
one of the
sort
games
of-
you got to describe.
Well,
what
you
you're
know,
doing,
I could sit here and diagram out. What's up?
Yes,
I was
Michaela?
gonna say, we just gained 2 followers.
Oh, perfect.
Working? We should keep doing this.
Yeah, this is great. Thanks, guys, for following.
The quality content.
That's so funny.
It's
Christ
testing well.
alive.
All right, good to know. All right.
Jamie's never gonna come
That's
back.
so funny.
So yeah, I do the ceremony.
I'm imagining like a blowjob shot.
Yeah.
A real coming.
Yeah.
Taking
A
it to
real
strip club.
Midwest coming of age.
Midwest coming of age, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Incredible. Christ alive. All right. Is there anything else anybody would like to do before the evening ends and we move on to the next day?
I do want to try to, just because I've never done it and I've been a rogue for nearly 40 episodes, I'm going to try to pick a pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whose pocket are you trying to pick?
Go get the keys to that guy's griffin.
Basically,
Oh fuck! The alarm's on.
Shit. Yeah, does it have gull wing doors?
Yes.
Griff wing doors?
Grip wing doors. Yeah. Fucking. Oh god.
basically, I'm basically just going out of the bar, and I'm assuming there are people like standing at the bar, just getting their drinks or whatever. Anyone who looks like they might have a good amount of money, I'm just gonna like bump into them, like, oh, sorry, as I'm like grabbing a coin or two.
I mean, the gentleman that you scoped out before does seem to be at the bar at this point. Make an insight check, real quick.
Sure. Pretty sure it's just straight 3.
3. I mean, he did look like he had a lot of money. Seemed pretty drunk.
What? I'm just
I
like.
know, it just seemed like you had something to say. Like,
Sometimes I touch my nose, okay?
I thought it was code.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna go over to him and just let's figure out what this guy's deal is.
What's your deal, man?
Hey man, how's it going? As I'm just like sitting there like I'm gonna get my own drink.
Oh. Hello?
I'm Kaz. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you as well, sir. You can call me BB.
BB?
Yes.
Like B-I-B-I?
Oh, yes.
All right.
BB Dykstra.
I love how you just lowered your voice to match his.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's how you
It's
win
called
friends.
mirroring.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
So good.
it's a pleasure to meet you. What brings you to Four Corners?
Oh, you know, the usual. Just stopping by the guild, seeing if there's any work to be done, any, villains to be wrangled up, and grab a few coin, grab a few young maidens, and a drink or two in between.
I see. Some of the mercenary type folk, are you?
Oh, you know it. You love it. You have a great voice, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Quite appreciate that.
Oh.
Now that I've talked to him a little bit more, is it clear that like, yeah, this guy's fucking drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It didn't take anything more that, I mean,
just
that's
wanted
like
to
the
make
main
sure.
thing you noticed about him.
Yeah.
Probably could have noticed a little bit more with the higher than a 3, but like you're like, this guy's drunk.
Yeah. As I'm sitting there talking to him, I'm gonna like put an arm around him and be like, "What do you say I buy you a drink, baby?" And I like wave to the bartender.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Sure. What is my persuasion? Why can't I scroll down? All right. 18.
Huh. Well, I could never turn down my favorite type of alcohol.
And what's that?
Free!
I give him a slap on the back and sort of like slide the hand down to where I assume his purse is.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Frisky.
Yeah,
Getting his coin purse, huh?
absolutely.
Gonna make him come of age.
Yeah,
Coin
someone's going to
purse.
age.
29.
That's very good because he rolled a natural 19 for.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go, my man.
Plus 10 to
And
say.
he does not have plus 10 to his insight stuff. So, and he just sort of, and he like wraps his arm around your shoulders. He does not seem to notice as you're slipping your hand into his coin purse. Go ahead and, well, actually, no, you rolled really well. You just fish in real quick. You feel like a handful of coin, and you just like, you slip it back out.
Yep.
And you just pocket it real quick.
Yep.
You can count that later, but you grab like a handful of coin.
Yeah.
And he just says, Barkeep, my new friend here wants to buy me a drink. You can just run up what I've usually been having. All right, sir. Would you like the same?
Yeah, sure, why not? Sounds like a good time.
All right.
Be like 100 gold per shot.
It's gonna cost you all you stole
Yeah,
from him.
absolutely. But you know what? That's fine.
And he reaches up to the top shelf behind him.
Could just take
Grabs
the
out a
hand
bottle
thing
of
and just
liquor.
reached in and just slam it
Down
on
on
the
the
ground.
ground, yeah. And then he sort of like pops the little latched little thing. Is there a name for that? Like in a
I know
bottle.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, where it's like that little.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a cork,
Like
obviously.
the flip,
Yeah.
That holds the
flip
cork
top.
down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
a flip top.
A flip top. He flips the flip top.
Nice.
That's what
And
I
he
call.
open and he pours up a couple different shots. Slides them to you, and he grabs it and says, "You said your name was
Sir Kaz Thelani, but you can call me Kaz, and I just give him a wink.
You saucy tart. Kaz, to men and manly things.
Beer and steak.
Yeah, he's sure looking for the women.
He fucking throws it back.
What do I owe you,
Stepping
Bucky?
out of the bit for a second. Is this the first time that someone actually has been feeling saucy and called you cat
Yeah,
because of it?
I'm pretty sure that was on purpose, and I want you to know I'm rock hard.
I am so horny right now. Perfect.
And I look at the barkeep. What do I owe you?
So that'll be 10 gold pieces.
Well, absolutely. And I drop the 10 gold pieces down.
Thank you very much, sir. You know, I don't often come across a gentleman as sort of, deep in the pockets as myself.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been dipping into the mercenary business myself lately.
Oh, really? Are you with anyone? Are you a solo man on the mission, or are you part of a group?
As of right now, I'm with a group called the Bad Souls, but I mean, if I've got better offers coming around, you know.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, my group, the Gold Cloaks, could always use someone like you.
The Gold Cloak?
Yes, of course.
Oh, you know, I thought I'd heard of you before. I was thinking of the Gold Mantles. Sorry, my bad. The Gold Cloaks.
It's all right, yes.
Yeah. And you said you work with the Guild, right?
Well, through the guild, yes,
right,
yes,
through
of
the
course.
guild.
Technically.
Yeah. How do you like working for the Guild? They treat you well.
Like I said, through the guild.
I said with. Through.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't really work with them. We sort of, have you ever passed through the guild before?
I never have. It's actually my first time.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. I got confused for a second, deep in my cups. Yes, they do a really good job of sort of getting, pretty manageable work, you know what I mean? It's very good for those who maybe are just starting off in the trade. But you know, when you get to a certain level, which probably you're already at. I mean, look at you, throwing around 10 gold like it's nothing.
Oh, you flatter me, sir.
Yeah, please. Well, when you get to a certain level, you know, you have to sort of, how do I explain this? You sort of have to get down and dirty, even to find the jobs that really pay well, that satiate your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The guild is wonderful for maybe when you just have like when you're on my level, kid. When you have a nice day off or two, maybe you go down, you take one of the easier jobs, and you just handle it yourself.
Right.
But when the group comes together, we don't use paltry, you know, bounties such as
Of course
this.
not. I'm sure people are seeking you out for good.
Exactly. You're a smart man. You're a smart man. So, tell me, what are your finer exports? You said the Bear Claws, yes? That was your
Bad
group?
Soul.
Oh, Bear
Very
Souls.
close. No
Bear Souls.
worries.
Very good. Very cool.
You know, we only got together a couple months ago, but we've one of the first things we ever did together was take down a hill giant, bothering the
Well done. Well done.
royal ports.
Very nice. Very
Absolutely.
nice. Yes. Did that myself not too long ago. Very good.
Single-handedly, I assume.
Oh yes. Oh yes. It was quite
I
nice.
should have known, BB, and I give him another slap on the back. All right, well, you know what? It's been great talking to you. Thank you so much for the advice on the guild.
No, my pleasure. If you have any more further questions, I'm going to be in town for a little bit. Probably not going to be staying at the Ridge for. Well, I mean, I will be staying here, but probably will be out a little bit, doing a bit of, you know, road work, as they say. But if you catch me about town, don't be shy. You know, if you have any other further questions, I'll probably be drinking until I don't know, probably deep into the night.
Oh, that's excellent to hear. If I think of anything, and maybe if the rest of the crew wants to meet you, get their own.
I'd love to meet them.
I'll make sure to send them down your way.
Wonderful.
Have a good night.
You as well.
Head out. And as I'm like going back up the stairs, I'm just like checking out the coin.
Yeah, you sort of just, you know, nonchalantly count the coin, and you fished out 3 platinum,
Yeah!
and 7 gold.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh,
You're up.
and I got some information.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I will knock on the door, see if you guys are still up there.
You all hear?
Kaz, guess what?
Well,
I'm a man now.
Yeah.
For the second time.
Well, you can only do it once, remember?
Well, I did it once, and then now I did the ceremony.
You know what? That's good for you, Kill.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very happy for you. That's
Thanks.
great for you.
Do you want to come too? Of age?
I'm all right.
Okay, all right.
I'm 26.
Let me know. Okay. That's
Yeah, but like,
fair enough.
did you come before?
So
of
I'm
age?
at that guy downstairs.
I can come. I can help you come too if you want me to help.
Well, yeah, no, I'm kind of brief.
Yeah, if you're like 8 years past, you know.
Yeah,
It's never too late.
I've
No,
Never
it's
too late
not.
to come. That's what I always say.
Yep.
I say a lot of stuff. Always.
And
I'm
yep.
always saying a lot of stuff.
yeah, I don't do a whole lot of the information gathering, but I'm
His-
still proud of myself for
guys.
this one.
Guys, his wife actually left him, so just humor him, okay?
Listen, can we?
He's trying to come. He's really trying to come.
I'm super not trying to come. I don't need it right now.
Anyway.
You said you got some information?
Well, yes. I met that guy downstairs, the one who probably had the griffin, the one who was playing chess, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
His name is BB, and I missed his last name. He was pretty drunk, and he's got a weird voice.
Sounds like, I don't know, I thought it was pretty good.
Damn, I really liked it. But whatever.
It's a lot of fun to do. I just
No, yeah,
like,
no,
I
I
couldn't
know.
understand
I love
it,
you, buddy.
so I just I'm explaining it away in character because I have auditory
Perfect.
processing issues. His name's BB. He apparently works for the guild. Oh fuck! I should have written it down. The gold something. It's not the gold mantles, but he works with the.
Could it have been like the gold cloaks?
The gold cloaks. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. You know, it's probably the gold cloaks.
Do you think that, I mean, could that really be like its own thing, or do you think we were mistaken about the gold mantles? Like, because a mantle's kind of a cloak, right?
I'm pretty sure it was mantle.
Well, we've got. It was gold mantles for sure.
Yeah.
It's possible the information they had is either out of date or wrong.
Sometimes you have colloquial words.
But
for-
right, absolutely. But I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe it's like a
mercenary group,
shorthand.
it's like a title. However, he knows me now. Went and bought him a drink. He's a huge fan of me now. If you guys want to go meet him, just be like, oh, I work with Kaz and the Bad Souls. Maybe Bad Claws if he doesn't get that, because he did say Bad Claws.
I love a good bear claw.
Right, absolutely. But he might be a good resource for going future. He is a little scummy.
I wonder if he knows Gowrin.
Gawain?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We should probably ask him about it. I didn't want to ask about him right now because he's
Sure.
real drunk, and I did steal some money off of him.
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah. So it is something we should ask him if we see him later. He is pretty deep in his cups right now.
Okay.
Maybe that's the time to ask him.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you guys want me to make the introduction, I'm happy to.
Isn't it, don't you normally want me to talk less?
You know what?
Just, it's an olive branch, you know?
I'll say this, Kill. I think if you can suppress your likely distaste of him, you would enjoy him a little bit.
Okay.
You know, I got a spell
Maybe-
here
well-
called Fast Friends that can help you be real good friends real fast. I bet.
Matt, spells in the middle
Yeah.
of. Do you have one of those amulet things like Kill here has?
Like a inverted Luciferian pentagram amulet, or what are you talking about? I have an amulet.
I'm not sure that'll work, but you know,
works for most
maybe,
things. I'll tell you
maybe
that.
if he lends you his amulet thing that lets you cast spells, or whatever. Yeah, right,
gotcha,
yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, they might be a little concerned if someone goes down there and is like waving their hands.
Oh, is that kind of a faux pas around?
A little bit, yeah. Someone will definitely like catch your arm and be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
Apparently.
Gotcha.
That's not to kill like 8 times.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
And yet he still does it.
Well, now he's allowed to.
Yeah. I'm the official
Now that he's got the amulet
emissary
and he's come of
from
age.
and to the Maritime to the royal prime minister of the land.
I think hearing you lie stiltedly with the mustache, something about that combo felt so good.
Sure.
Well,
Seems to run in the family a little bit.
Louisa, I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm saying if you talk to him right now, he might be a little handsy, which might be good. I mean, if you're trying to get something out of him, but he seemed like the kind of guy who's just kind of like, women, you know.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, just a fair warning.
I guess.
If Indigo was here, he'd probably turn into Felicia Johnson.
She sounds
If Indigo were here, he would turn into Felicia.
Yeah, and
Chong
seduce him.
Oh man.
and really, really get some information out of him, and probably a good fuck.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You know, I will say that we don't know what he's into, and maybe he's got a thing for biology teachers from exotic locales.
Well, you know, I'm willing to give it a shot if you think that might work.
Do you think Beverly would be okay with it?
I think she'll probably. I'll be honest, Beverly's okay with a lot of things these days.
Yeah.
They've been into swinging.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
I did notice the pineapple.
Oh yeah.
Just carrying it upside down for the last week.
Yeah.
What's the plan, y'all?
Oh gosh, do we need to talk to him?
What is it? We're trying to get out of him again.
Okay, so we're trying to.
This crown is hurting.
I think. So we want more information
Heavy as
about
the head.
Gowron. I mean, the whole like gold cloak, gold mantle thing is a little strange. I'm assuming they're the same group. I want to steal / liberate his griffin, but he's probably stronger than us because the dude wears a fucking suit under his armor, which just like anime rules dictate that he's strongest. So
That's hilarious. Yes.
I can step out of the bed if we want to use subtle spells to make this a little easier.
He did claim that he took down a hill giant all by himself, which is like, I mean, it's pretty tough. I mean,
Yeah.
I did it basically by myself, but like,
just let him have it.
she doesn't know.
Anything.
Even in character, he's like, she doesn't know.
Well, now I do.
Oh dang, I've been routed.
What time of the night is it?
It's not that late at night. It's probably like 8 or 9.
I'd probably just like.
I should go talk to him.
You want some backup? You can be there. Make sure he doesn't get too handsy. You know, I don't. There's some things I am against sexual assault, and I'll say it. You know what? I don't like her. It was controversial. I'm against that.
Nah, I'm just not the best talker.
Well, you know, people seem to think I'm pretty good at that sort of thing. So I can help with that if you want.
Jake, how's your charisma? Do you have it on there?
Let's see what I got here.
Metagame, straight up.
He's new.
Yeah,
It's 14.
that's better than mine. Yeah,
decent.
I'd say talk to him.
It's better than mine.
It's better than yours.
So I'm asking about this Gawain.
Oh wait, you know what? That might be about the same as mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think your charisma's.
Yeah, my charisma's 16.
Yeah.
I guess I should talk to him again.
Let's back up or no?
Well, I think if I approach him again, I should be introducing one of you.
Alright.
Whoever's the most comfortable with it. And you know what, Kill?
We can all go.
He might like a good wrestle. Good wrestle. Wrestle.
Wrestle.
Sorry, it's so weird to say it.
I think those are two different things.
Are they?
A wrestle and
A,
This guy,
a
like,
wrestle
kind of
versus a wrestle.
Kind of a party guy that likes to get real wild and stuff.
I'm sure he will if he's already this deep in his cups and it's 8 p.m.
Well, how about we go start a party? Start.
All right, he does have
popping.
expensive tastes. So if you buy him a drink, no, you'll be paying like 5.
Well, I've got some amount of money here. Let me just see here. Sal, it's up to you to decide how much money you want me to have.
let's
but
all use
my-
Jake's money for the rest of the night.
The
Jake, you can
money
have-
that I have on my sheet. is-
Yeah, you can have fucking 15 gold.
Okay. I have 15 gold.
All right, maybe don't buy him a drink.
For fucking.
For fucking.
Yeah, that's 3 drinks.
You know what? Fine, you do you. Far be it from me to tell someone to be responsible with their gold.
I mean,
Or how to be responsible, I mean.
sure. I mean, this seems like a pretty good use of it. So I mean, let's go get him talking.
Right, alright.
What's
still-
our plan to talk to him?
Well, you know, I'll just start telling him about all this, my many interests, and I think that maybe he'll just kind of like, let's go have a good time and set. Like, I think, you know, in my experience, once people start, you know, get a little silly, maybe they kind of start saying some things that maybe they wouldn't likely to say otherwise. So
He does sound like the kind of guy that probably likes to talk more than he likes to listen. So just
let's just go over there and
ask some
Listen.
leading questions.
Ask him about
Yeah.
his armor.
Yeah, I bet.
I'll make the
Right, is
introduction.
You know, when I talk about Beverly's
Normal.
armor, she always really appreciates it. So I think that
Let's-
she would really.
As a rule, right now, if we give an opinion on something, it should be at least mildly favorable.
Sure.
If you say anything else, please just let it be a question that will get him talking.
Okay.
We don't need to be,
Positive.
too weird about it, please. For the love of God.
Why would any of us be weird?
Well, yeah,
I don't-
absolutely.
This is all very.
If one of you starts a fight with him, I will not back you up.
Why would I start a fight with him?
I don't know, Kill. Why would you?
You're the person that always starting fights with
I've
people.
never done that before. What's up? Anyway,
You've started more fights than I've read books. That much is true.
I believe that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go read. After. I'll do this first.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go make the introduction.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You all begin to make your way back downstairs to the Great Hall. And as you begin to enter, Kez, you look around for BB, where last you left him, and he does seem to still be at the bar. However, now he is seated. You can see that he has his elbows up in the bar and it's just his head in his hands over just a cup of what you assume to be ale, and just you can see from his back he's just like,
Oh no.
Is he? Is he heaving?
so you just see his back just.
At least his cats are gonna be like, oh no, he's got the weepies. So I'm gonna be like, just wait a moment. And I'm just gonna go over to him and just like lean against the bar like, baby, you all right, mate?
Yeah. Sorry, I just got something in my eye. And my allergies.
It's dusty in here.
Just fucking streets.
Wear an eyeliner?
Not eyeliner, but it's so much. There's just so much like just tears stain on his cheeks. He's just. Yeah, were you looking for another drink?
No, I went up and talked to the Bad Souls, and they were very interested in meeting you. I thought you might like to make their acquaintance.
Sure, yes. Bring them around, please.
Hey, real quick. You all right, man? And I like lowered voice and everything. Like, you all right, mate?
I'm fine.
There's
All right, yes.
just a lot of drink.
Yeah, it's just, you know how it is.
Right, absolutely.
Couple men have a lot of drink, let it out a little.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's
No,
listen. Don't you worry about it, mate.
I'm not worried. Are you worried?
I'm absolutely not worried. 'Cause
Not a problem.
I knew my boy BB would be just fine.
Oh, BB's great. BB's
right.
grand.
All right, I'll tell you. I'll go get the crew.
Bring him around.
And I guess I don't know if there are seats available around him. If not, I guess we're just crowding around.
Not really. You just sort of crowd around him. Yes.
Yeah, just like elbowing the guy in the.
Yeah. Yes.
BB, let me introduce you to my good friends, Louisa, Kill, and Jake.
Jake Thurman.
Jake
Nice to meet
Thurman.
you.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. Any friend of Kaz's is a friend of mine. He is so drunk. It's like he's not even looking at you.
You know, I was wondering about your crew, the gold cloak.
Gold cloaks. That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, the rest of your crew in town.
No, we're on. No, we're on. No.
Right.
Are the gold cloaks and the gold mantles the same thing? I heard about gold mantles somewhere, but
You heard about our former group, yeah. So, well, the gold mantles, we had a bit of what's it called? We call it a rebranding.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You have like a new logo and everything.
Not really. It's just called a different fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Why'd you have to rebrand?
Oh,
I'll
just
tell you, I saw the Staples new logo. It was an amazing event.
the unveiling of that.
Okay, no, wait, for real? The fucking event for the reveal of the Staples logo is insane. Please Google it.
I'm
gonna have to Google that. Yeah,
So
goddamn.
much. It's so over the top. Staples.
It's amazing.
Staples.
I'm hearing stables.
No, Staples.
Staples, the company. Okay, got it. I'll look it up for sure.
My enthusiasm for the like how bombastic they were with that reveal when it's so fucking lame.
I love that.
So good.
After this, we'll watch it. It is pretty amazing.
Anyway,
Oh, you know, we just some of us just sort of, you know, just went our separate ways. So we decided it was time for a new name.
Okay.
well, yeah, I think I remember hearing about that a little.
Yeah.
Something about a guy named what was it? Garvin?
Was it Gavin? Someone?
Something like
Gavin?
that, right?
Gabby?
Yeah, there was something
Gabriella?
about him.
Hey, does that sound familiar? Is that him?
Never met a guy like what do you call him?
Garvin?
Nope,
No?
never met anyone like that ever.
Oh, all right.
What's this guy being on the up and up here? What do I
You
think
can
about
go ahead and give me an insight check, buddy.
Love to try to read
Yeah,
this guy's
I'm
body
gonna do
language.
it.
Yeah, you all can give me insight checks if
Body
you'd like.
language.
I will say, as
will try,
Garrett, I'm like, that's a pretty good lying drunk person impersonation.
Thank you.
I got a 17.
17.
Or you got that cum bonus.
Come bonus, baby.
yeah.
I got a 10.
10. Okay.
You got that post nut clarity.
That's that's perfect.
All right, that's a 29.
29.
8.
8. Yeah, I mean, like, even with these lower scores, it's pretty obvious that he's definitely not being forthright about the situation. Kill. You can tell that when Galvin was brought up, there was a moment before he denied knowing Galvin where you could see just like, you know, you just could read in his face his eyebrows furled a little bit, and just for a moment you can sort of sense a little bit of disdain when Galvin was brought up before he denied knowing him.
Gotcha. Disdain. Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe it was a different group or something.
Maybe.
And just like piece of shit. I'd love to give him a piece of my mind. He did something shitty.
Oh,
Yeah, it sucks when you, like now we're in a part of a group, right? And like, we all got to take a little bit of responsibility to not sully the name of the group for everybody else.
Then
Be
you
real
have to change it.
Be a real shame if,
and you can see he starts to tear up a little bit. He just sort of like zones out a little.
I'm just like trying.
Just
like,
a really ugly, starts a really ugly cry.
really,
Just-
really subtly. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it's we just gotta make sure that we're all doing the right thing.
Yeah.
We're not all together.
you try so hard to build a legacy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up to this guy and kind of give him a bro hug.
yeah.
Like, hey, listen, bud, sometimes it really helps to just kind of get stuff off your chest. We're all friends here. We're your friends here. We want you to be loved.
And he's just like, he turns his body into you and just fucking cries into the crevice of your. Yeah. He's just. It just fucking.
It's my polo.
Real like his chest, dude. Yeah, it's tough.
yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a dog for sure. Yeah, he just goes. He's going.
It's okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Let it all out.
You guys just watching this?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, feeling real awkward actually.
Yeah. A lot of people around are like, the fuck is going on? Like, just sort of like looking over. The barkeep behind is just sort of like polishing like a glass, and it's just like,
Hey,
is he?
it's manly to let the feelers out. Don't you
Yeah.
judge
I
him.
just want to see if everything was all right.
It's all fine here, and it'll be all right because he's letting it out.
Okay, all right. If you need anything, I'll be over here. And he just fucking meanders off.
Maybe we can
I'll
find
just be like,
a
you know
table.
what? You know what, bud? You can tell me anything you want. Anything to tell me the whole story.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
It's judgment-free zone.
This is a safe space.
I always like to imagine that whatever raised zombies I ever always hit a part of
Yeah.
every scene.
Are they still
Yeah.
here?
No, they're here.
Christ.
They're here.
I got a 13.
13. Pulls his head up, looks at me. I miss the gold medals. I tell people that I'm part of the gold cloaks now, but we don't even exist anymore. It's just me.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
When we were out adventuring, we all died.
Just like,
Hey, it happens to the best of us, mate. You know?
I'm sorry, what?
And you can see the barkeep just like he pops in a little bit. He's like, I think maybe it might be best to maybe get him. I want another drink. You're gonna be cut off, I think. And he reaches back in his coin purse, and he's just sort of, and he grabs his purse and he opens it up. I spent all my money. And he just fucking falls back into your crevice again and just fucking heaves crying. And he pops his head out and he goes, Cass, can you pay my bar tab? I don't have any money.
I very like. How much does he owe you?
Well, he racked up about 25 gold pieces worth. He'd pour out the bottle.
You know, I still got a profit. Fine.
I can chip
gold?
in my,
I still made like 12 gold total because I got 3 platinum pieces and I think 7 gold.
Yeah.
So like,
But you paid 10 gold to buy.
Oh,
your
you're
book.
right.
You know what?
So
Tell you
2
what,
gold.
I will give you 10 gold for this because I know that because that's what you do for a friend. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I just want to shit on your parade.
yeah, that's fair.
And he just sort of. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Alright. I put my money on the table as well. Don't even worry about it. We've got it. You're all right, mate.
You're with friends. It's all right.
I pour out his cup of ale and put it in front of him. Damn. All right. It was probably already empty anyway.
You said you were. Looking for Galvin.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding him, giving him a piece of my mind. I know
Yeah,
he did
fuck that guy.
Yeah. What'd he do?
What happened?
Where'd he go?
He fucking ran. That's what he did.
He ran. Is that he ran and let you die?
He left all of us to die, man.
That piece of shit.
Yeah.
So when you say that you died, how are you here?
You can't just ask someone how they're here.
Well, I mean, like, was it you know? Are we talking like a Luciferian resurrection ritual, or what kind of situation? What brought you back?
Well, you see, my companion, Bucky, he fucking picked me up in his talons, and he flew me. He flew me all the way to the Ephesian Peaks. And he fucking dropped me in front of this smoking hot druid babe. all I remember is getting a fucking blade through my chest. Everything went dark. And then I woke up. My head in the lap of this smoking hot druid babe. I looked up. And I thank the gods. Because she just had an amazing rack. I was right there.
Go on.
And she looked down and she said, "Don't worry. You're safe." And I said, "Thank you." Then they nursed me back to health. It was great. I fucking love those druids. Yeah.
At the Morning Blade.
The very same.
I heard about them, but I did not hear about how hot they were.
So hot.
All of them?
Real quick. Who's Bucky?
Oh, that's my griffin.
This is great.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, Bucky.
You guys been together a long time, you and Bucky.
Sometime, yeah. Met him when he was a hatchling. Saved him, you know.
Yeah.
Between you and me, you know, when you're sent off on a rousing adventure,
Right, of course.
and then you fucking when you come across a big old mama griffin.
Bravo ass.
And you know, she gets a little ornery, so you know, you gotta put her down. Anyway, so there was a little brood that she left behind, and I said, no, not on an old Barnold Baron's watch. So I picked one of those up, and well, I fucking raised him. That's my son out there, and well, he saved Papa's life.
Was that in Ferrisburg?
Yes, actually, on the coast of the western coast of Ferrisburg. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
I've never been there, but I hope to get there.
It is a shithole of a place, I'll tell you that much. Wasteland.
I'll tell you what, BB, you really get around.
I got around.
Long and far.
Oh, I'll get long and far.
Babes. It's all very impressive.
Thank you. You're a cool guy.
Yeah,
You guys are cool too.
And you fought that. What was it you said you fought and lived to tell the tale?
What, the griffin?
No, the thing that got you, but not all the way.
Oh, yeah, it was.
job. Of course not.
No, this motherfucker.
Man, this guy right here.
Absolutely.
Way too much man.
Yeah, come on.
Good look at
Please.
you. Look at you in that dress.
Yeah, I look amazing. Well, never got his name, but it was this motherfucker. Listen, I've been around. Okay, spoken to many people. I understand that not everybody who looks the same acts the same. So don't be offended. Looked a lot like this motherfucker, but I know it's not him because this guy was a bad news. And you're cool as shit. That guy was goddamn evil. Fuck, he killed all of us. Except for Godwin. Godwin fucking ran like a pussy ass bitch. Yeah. Whoa! And he just throws his hands up there. Whoa!
Absolutely.
Yeah! Just fucking.
I immediately go into myself.
I gotta erupts. Turns to the side, just fucking erupts.
Friggin' area of effect cone.
Yeah. Breath attack. Yeah. Just absolutely erupts in vomit onto the ground.
Hey, BB, you feeling a little better after that?
Holy
Sure.
hells!
A lot of feelings.
Wow.
A lot of
Holy
emotions
hells.
today, you know?
All 5 of them, right? All
Hell,
5
9 of them, brother.
Oh. Yeah, well, I got 5 of hell stuck in my head for some reason.
No. 9 hells.
9 hells.
9 hells.
There's 9 hells.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I just lean over. I'm like, I'm thinking of probably the Five of Hells, right? Is this fucking...
I know we're talking about.
The barkeep. Is everything all right over here? And he just sort of. God.
Everything is great. I assume that vomit cleanup is part of your.
Yes,
standard,
it's fine. We will take care of it.
yeah.
And he just sort of moves around the outside, starts to grab a mop, clean everything up, wipe it all up, and just.
You know
like,
what? I can help you out with that because that's what friends do. You know, I will clean up this vomit for my friend here. If you want me to help with that.
All right. Thank you. Just hands you the mop, and you just start going to town.
Whether you're gay or pink or a tiefling or whatever kind of thing you are, you know, it's just
Blue is the only other thing you can.
Yeah, it's the only other
that's all-
thing.
that's all
Hey,
the things.
pink or blue. That's it. Good stuff.
I say. That was very powerful of you, first of all.
Something go on.
Yeah, I expected no less. Now, tell me, how did you come upon this vile demon?
So, it was just a normal mission. You know, we were hired out a bit further north. Yeah, near the fucking what were they called? The Crimson Cliffs or whatever the fuck up north. Over in the Umbran Wilds. Apparently there were some reports of some weird, like, culty activity. So the Gold Mantles, we headed up there and we were doing some reconnaissance. And he just fucking came upon us, man. And it just kind of happened real fast. To be honest with you, I don't really remember much. All I remember is, well, you know, a couple of us were cut down. I saw Gawain fucking get on his horse, Raven, and fucking hightailed it out of there. And the last thing I saw was his blade coming out of my chest.
What? His blade is in Gawain's.
No, fucking dude who looked like you.
Right, gotcha.
So we run into this guy, Gawain. Anything we should know about him? Anything we should say on your behalf?
If you find him, don't tell him I'm alive. I don't know what business you have with him. I'd rather just be fucking forgotten.
Hey, BB. Hey, you don't say that about yourself. You don't say that about my friend. One of the manliest men I've ever met in this town.
that's right.
All right? That's the drink talking. And you're not going to let it get the better of you, BB.
You know what? You got friends that like you enough that they will clean up your vomit. That's
You
what
are
I'm doing right now as I'm
barrel
talking.
fucking Baron. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Think of all the racks you haven't even seen yet.
Oh, all the racks to be seen.
So many rats.
So many racks.
So many
You know
racks.
what, bud? How old are you?
Are you gonna make him come?
Or rather, how young are you?
No, that's the question. Well, I say I'm 29. No, but I'm 42.
That might be a little. All right, that's fair. Okay. Well, never.
Well, I'm 29.
Okay, sure.
Right.
Does
Yeah.
it specify what age you need to come at?
I mean, it says you're a young adult.
Yeah.
What other ceremonies you got in there?
Well, let's see what I got here.
Got weddings?
This guy's got the youngest soul I've ever met. You kidding me?
Married. Would you say that your alignment has changed? I don't know what that means, but do you?
Sure.
Okay. Well, you know what? I can restore you to your original alignment, if that is something that you would like. Or you know what? You know what might be good? Could we get some water? Could we get some water over here?
My friend here.
Okay, and the barkeep comes around. Here you are.
You know what?
And he hands you like 3 more like big mugs of water. I think you'll need these.
Right. You know what? I am gonna bless this water for you. I'm gonna bless this with the power of Satan, and you are gonna feel so much better when you were done.
Well, all right. Is there any leans in? Satan is a.
He's a very powerful Baylor in one of the 9 hells.
Oh.
It's not the exact mythology, but we can pretend that's what it is for right now.
Well, I'm lying.
Sure. No,
Because Kaz doesn't know shit about Satan.
All right, sure. All right.
But I guess I know a little about demonology.
Is that something that?
Fuck it. I've got nothing left to lose. Set my life
stepping out
again.
of the bit, is this gonna be a spell that I actually cast, or is it?
Oh yeah,
It's a spell. Yeah.
it's a spell, baby.
Well,
I mean, you told him you're gonna bless something.
yeah.
So
all right, I'm gonna do this for you.
Go for it.
I think
So I'm gonna-
Baylors are demons. They're actually in the abyss, but
Yeah, he's too drunk to know.
This is Sal's problem now. So.
You go through the ritual of this incantation, and you feel the magic sort of just escape from your being and sort of cascade onto BB, and you actually feel it take hold. You feel a shift, the actual connection of the basis of the spell. You feel it work, and you feel a shift.
In the alignment?
Yeah.
Okay, I was actually, so I brought up the atonement, but I was actually preferring to bless water.
Oh, you were doing blessed water. I apologize.
But,
No, you did.
I mean,
do you want to do atonement?
No,
whatever's more interesting, honestly.
Sure. Well, you
If you want water that has atonement powers, that works too.
let's just say
I'm
you
all
bless the
about-
water, and in the process, you also throw in the atonement. And yeah, you feel his.
2 for 1.
You feel something inside him turn, and he just sort of.
He's now evil.
You know what? I feel a lot better.
Well, good. That's the power of Satan for you.
You really helped me out.
This was a good.
I'll tell you what. You find Gawain, you tell him I'm looking for him.
you fucking bet, BB.
Yeah.
I'll let him know for you.
Yeah.
Not give him the fear of God before you even get to him.
Yeah. Good. And if you do find him, and you know where I'm at, let me know. I sure would like to see him. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go find a nice rack. So,
I love ribs. Ribs are great. You should really go find just eat your heart's content.
I'm a tummy guy
A lot
too.
better than that,
You're a
yeah.
freaky guy, I can tell. So if that'll do for the evening, everybody. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna go take care of business. And he turns around, grabs his stuff, tosses it around the side, hooks his sheathed sword onto his waist. And then he is that precarious over there. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I moved the table slightly.
It'll be okay. And he just sort of turns around and he heads out the door.
Gosh, I feel feels really good to do a good deed, you know. So
I'm not
really,
sure that's better. I feel like
I think
he
he's gonna
might
have. I think he's gonna be okay.
I think it could be a problem now.
Well, here's the thing. Now he's competition for getting fucking Gawain.
He returned him to his original alignment, which apparently was
Just as Satan intended.
yeah. Yeah.
Is it fine? Maybe.
Who knows?
By the way, Jake has now spent 750 gold pieces worth of costly components on ceremony spells.
I did not know that was.
I'm keeping all of it. I'm keeping all of it. That's fine. I'll allow it.
All right.
I'll allow it.
I'm going to allow this.
That's so
I've got
funny.
15 gold, but I've got this much
It's,
money with the spell component.
Yeah.
It's 25 gold pieces, but because of the way we scale it, I'm assuming it'd be 250.
That's so funny. Holy hell.
And he's now cast it 3 times.
Didn't we? Don't we go?
Wait,
the
I
other
went-
way?
You go the other way. It would be
Yeah,
cheap.
it'd
It would
be
be.
two-
Oh, is
I
it?
have,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have 25 gold per.
Right, but I'm saying
That's still quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
So I spent an extra 50 gold that I didn't have.
We
So,
wanted to
Yeah, you're
avoid
right. You're right.
inflation
So
and
never
use
mind. It's
silver
not
and
nearly
copper
that
more.
bad.
But it's yeah. Well, whatever.
Fair enough.
That's
7.5
fine.
gold, no
That's fine.
I know in this world gold's pretty valuable. So anyway,
I love it.
I'm going to allow this.
It's what he came here to do. Of course, he had all that stuff ready.
Sure.
You know?
I came here to do
Exactly.
marriages and help
That's
people
what he
out.
That's
wanted
right.
to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you're goddamn making it happen. Love it. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Well, that's interesting. They ran up and got decimated by
I mean, it's the fog of hell.
revelry. Yeah,
Revelry. Right.
yeah,
Yeah, thank God Indigo's not here.
yeah,
Yeah. Friends with that guy.
yeah. Felicia Chunks would have had to fuck him.
Ugh.
See, the same amount of information we could.
Yes.
Probably.
That was the only reasonable way we could have gotten it.
Had to.
I did notice. It didn't seem like you said a single word to Thuisa. You know, it was like.
That's probably good
It's
for you,
probably
right?
the best case scenario,
That's
and
okay.
that's what's
That's
bad
okay
about
with
it.
me.
Yeah.
Did not pass the Bechtel.
No, he certainly did not.
Well, he's a man, so
He would never, even if you wrote
if you
something.
talk to Lisa Chunks about something, then that might have worked.
Oh God.
So, do we think that he caused them to? Is he running with the Five of Hells?
Gollum? No, it just sounds like he's a bitch.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if you remember here,
Wasn't somebody with
I've got notes about
one of
what.
them?
And he was seen. He was seen around the Crimson Cliffs. I think somebody said.
Yeah.
I don't know who this Five of Hells is, but he sounds like a real bad guy.
He was a,
I
he
don't
was a
know,
former crown guard, abused women of the court.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know what? I'm against that.
yeah.
I don't care who knows
Tell
it.
you what, I am too.
Yeah.
I'll take a hard stance right now. Hey, but I'm against it, and he just points to the barkeep.
Okay, I got it. Look at fucking weird. And he just like moves over to the other side of the bar.
Kaz is a performative feminist.
Looks around. Am I gonna get laid? Am I gonna get laid?
and he racks.
As an ally,
Hey, right. Do I see any racks? Do I see any racks?
And Racks like that?
Any racks?
Did you hear that?
Huh? I'd like to perceive rack, please.
detect.
Yeah, rack check, everybody. Here we go.
By the way, so I have a hunger spell that I'm gonna talk about.
Oh yeah. Yes, perceive racks. Very good.
Make a pervy wizard. Just every.
Oh,
That's another
good.
25
it's just
gold
Master
spell.
Roshi, but yeah.
Detect racks.
Yeah. To ceremony.
Find racks, of
Any
course.
rack
Classic.
within like a mile.
Yes.
Locate racks.
Locate racks. So
Double
good.
ping.
Yes.
Summon minor racks.
Summon greater racks.
That takes more
Animate
energy.
racks.
Animate racks. Hold racks.
Just gives him anime titties.
Yeah. Yeah, very good, everybody. Good job, guys.
All racks isn't a spell.
Yeah.
It's just it's my
Dominate racks.
Enlarge.
Dominate.
Enlarge, reduce racks. Blindness, deafness racks. Huh?
I'm blind to racks.
I'm
Like,
blind to racks.
focus.
Yes, exactly. So good.
I don't see racks. I think all
That's
racks
too
are
bad.
beautiful.
Anyways. Good job, everybody.
Nothing brings people together like talking about boobs, man.
It's so true. All right, y'all. Is there anything else we would like to do before the evening ends?
No.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, each of you return to your either collected or respective rooms, and you find rest for the evening. You all drift off into a sleep. And it goes really well. You all wake up the next morning pretty well rested.
I would like for all of you to leave the room.
I want everybody to leave. Hello, you all.
I'm just gonna talk to.
I'm gonna talk to Miguel. Don't worry, Michaela, get in there.
I just need some alone time.
I don't want to deal with this anymore. Thuisa, it does take you, Thuisa, a little bit longer to go to sleep than normal. It is a little bit uncomfortable here, but you know, you are doing your best to stay out of the way, stay incognito as best you can. And you were never you never traveled really that much inside the city, anyways. So it's relatively easy for you
I don't
to.
think that many people know me.
No. So it is the following morning. Is there anything you all would wish to do before you get moving on the day?
I think I'd just like to look around in the library.
Sure.
There's probably like a couple of topics that I think I would be interested in. Like, first of all, if there's anything in here that I would think would provide like new alchemy recipes.
Sure.
Secondly, if there's anything in here that would help me identify the stuff that I've already found and like how it might be used. And then thirdly, if there's anything related to like if there's like a map making guild or something in town that might help me follow up on that lead that I've had since the beginning.
For sure.
The AH stamp. And,
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. So you head to the library. Go ahead and just give me an investigation check.
It's a natural 20, but I'm a man of integrity.
Attaboy, powerful.
19.
Nice. So you
You see Garrett? Doesn't land in the thing, you re-roll it.
I've never done that. So like, whenever I've rolled, I've used what I've rolled. Actually.
integrity, goddammit.
That's still integrity.
Anyways, so you head to the library. You very quickly realize that a majority of, if not probably all of the available books here, it's not that big of a library.
Okay.
It's a nice study that you can check books out of. Gotcha. There's quite a number of books, but you realize that these are all, very likely all, without having to go through each one of them, like high fiction books and whatnot. So you do not necessarily find anything that is scholastic or of that nature. However, you do inquire with who you assume to be like the librarian here, or just whoever is like the bookkeep around here, and they do let you know that there is a council member in the Royal Guild House who is a cartographer.
Oh, cool.
Funnily enough, they are also the sort of well, it is Lo. It is also the person who is sort of like the de facto liaison for Lo. Yes, Lo. The de facto liaison for the sort of mercenary bounty work in the guild, and they let you know that if you're looking for that type of that type of work or information or anything, to speak to them.
Okay.
And anything on the sense of like the alchemical, they do say that Thodrin, excuse me, is
Tweets' boy.
yes, is who to speak to about that. They apologize that this is if it wasn't.
Perfect, no problem. I take a minute first to take a quick look to see if they have Fraser, and if they don't, if they have anything in world.
Yes, of course.
And then finally, I'll just take a random book of fiction off the shelf.
They do have Fraser.
Yes.
It's there. You take
Is
a
it
random.
first edition?
It is not first edition, unfortunately. Not that interesting of a collection here. You do take a random book off of the shelf, and
That's the dumbest inside joke we have.
I love it. It's perfect. And if anybody remembers that's watching right now, fucking good on you. That's a deep lore cut. Good shit.
Yeah.
That would have been in some of the videos too, because I was, I think, May at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I love it. You take a random book off the shelf and you look at the sort of cover. It's this black bound leather book. Inlaid in it, it says Parallax the Dread.
Ooh, that sounds spooky.
Damn.
I know.
That's some final boss naming shit.
Yeah, goddamn.
I skip right to the end.
You open it up. You skip to the end, and it just it's sort of like a few short sentences. It seems to be written in verse. It's like an epic poem kind of situation, and it's just sort of like a it is in like this like old common sort of language that you can kind of make out like what's going on. But the sort of last like page is this sort of epilogue thing, and it just sort of describes how this person named named fucking some random name that you have no idea. Where it's just a bunch of scrolling. You're like, well, this is clearly the name. It's in all caps.
Okay.
It just describes how they go on to behead the Parallax the Dread and sort of just mount it on their like the head of their grand ship that they've been using to sail across the world. And it actually brought a terrible omen to the ship, and it sails continuously in the Cerulean Ocean as the head of Parallax the Dread guides it ever on the waters until the end of time.
What kind of beast was Parallax again?
You flip through a little bit, and it seems to be some sort of like demonic, like dragonoid type creature.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
I do my best to try to memorize like exactly one line that sounds cool.
Sure.
Word for word.
Yeah.
Just so that I can like whip it out later.
Yeah. The one that you memorize, you can write this down.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, this is a loose translation.
Yeah.
Because it's like this old common, and you're not really well versed in it. But you know, you kind of
No,
figure
but
it
I
out.
want to memorize it in the old.
Oh,
comic.
in the old common?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says fucking.
Dance for us.
It says, what night doth hold the ever
You counting syllables over?
yes lasting dread but now I won the trophy of Parallax's head.
Parallax?
Poetry.
Poetry.
Nice.
It's not iambic pentameter, but it's still nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, that's not it.
No, it's not.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Bitch.
motherfucker. I
Finally,
don't even remember what I just said.
Does it have any pictures in it?
There's so many illustrations.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Yeah, Parallax looked like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
No, this fucking dragon, you goddamn motherfucker. This fucking dragon on my fucking bicep.
Oh, he looked like
bitch.
corn. He had a,
Yeah, it looks like a big old
he had
air corn.
a skin disease.
Look like Sal pulling his dress down.
Yeah, it looks smoking out. Oh yeah, camera. Here you can kind of see my dragon. My dragon. My dragon. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Yeah.
Sal's over there tickling the dragon.
Looking good. Yeah, find it. Nice. Good
That
stuff.
cleavage is looking tight.
This is fucking Williver Racks
Look at
over
that
here,
rack.
dude. Yeah.
Rex, nice rack, bro.
Nice rack, bro. Nice rack,
All the
brother.
wrecks are here.
All your racks belong to me. Okay, so
Or belong to us.
now what?
That's what I've been doing. I don't know what they've been doing.
Hell yeah.
Like to go to the
Yeah, I don't think I had any other plans besides going to the guild. So.
You guys want to go to
I
the
mean,
guild?
I would like to write in my book something to the tune of. Oh gosh. Did you know they were gone?
You writing in? It seeps in. No response.
Got any good food here?
Yeah, I'm just downstairs eating, waiting for
Yeah.
someone to come down and be like, "You ready?"
Yeah.
to go
What's
to
up?
the guild?"
What's up
Some
for breakfast?
sausages,
You know what?
eggs, and
Fuck
stuff.
I've
Yeah.
actually, I'm gonna go talk to the chef
Okay.
if I have access to the chef.
Sure.
He's just out. Or
Why not?
Like,
Present me the chef.
Yeah. You just you inquire at the barkeep. The chef comes out of the kitchen.
hey bud, you need any help back here? I'm really good with cooking. I have a fee that will help me make some food for you if you want me to do that.
You can cook with your feet.
Maybe, I don't know. Is that how it works? Is that yeah?
That's what feats are.
Yeah, I got special feet. for cooking.
So you got a good experience. We do
Yeah.
need some help back there.
Sure, I could totally help for you.
All right. Sure. I'll pay you. I don't know, 2 copper an hour.
Sure. All right.
All right. What's your name?
All right.
What's your name?
My name is Jake Thurman.
Thurman. All right.
I'm a biology teacher from Indiana. Nice to meet you.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Seems like it. Yeah, maybe I'm doing this wrong a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah, whatever. You can call me Toad. Yeah, let's
All right.
get moving.
Toad.
And,
That's Squee.
That's Squee. This is Waluigi. All right, so yeah, he leads you back into the kitchen, and you guys start.
This seems like a frat boy.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
I went a totally different.
yeah, I took it. Yeah.
Squee is a
Is that the fucking what's his name?
Isn't he an MTG character?
Squee's a
No,
character from
the
Smash
Supreme
Together.
Court Justice.
Oh yeah,
He's a fucking asshole.
Brett Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
I think that might have been.
That was.
Oh, that's really funny. Yikes. Anyways,
Yeah, Squee's
It's all politics later. on that
that's so funny.
He's a goblin.
That's not for the
from Magic
table.
Together.
I love that.
He's awesome. He becomes like royalty and shit. And he's like unkillable.
Oh my God, Squee.
Not because he's invulnerable, but because he just always manages to avoid death.
Just
Nice.
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love that.
I know that's cool.
Smurf.
I wasn't referencing that.
Very fun.
Anyway,
So you spend some time cooking.
sure. You want me to how this feet works?
Should we all just like
How do your feet work?
get out of
Let's
here real quick
figure
while
out
he's in the
let's look at the
kitchen?
feet appendix here and
Like
figure out.
yeah, but
Uh,
hold on.
there we go. So I make some treats back there.
Great.
I don't know who eats them, but
He puts. There's definitely pot in those treats. It's-
Yeah. Certainly.
He makes them like incredibly.
I will be
ornate
cooking for an
baked
hour
goods.
when I do this.
Okay. I love it. Did the treats do anything?
Yeah. So whoever eats the treats, they can use they get 3 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Love that.
I'm back there scarfing out of the
Just working down these streets.
As they're coming out of the oven. Just
Yeah, why not? You know what? Jake, he saves you a couple, hands them to you guys. You hork them down for breakfast, and you all get 3 temporary hit
I'll
points.
take it.
How about that?
Technically,
What a treat.
there's technically only 3, so you 3 can take them. I'm
Great.
just happy to help.
Amazing. And you guys are heading to the Royal Guild House now?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
I've
So
decided Sirikaz has changed his voice entirely.
I love it.
He's
That's a
inspired.
great voice.
He always talks like this.
Yeah, that's it. This is what he sounds like now.
Always what he's talked like.
Right.
Right.
The poison. Okay, so for the sake of brevity, you all move through town. Do we still want to try to move nonchalantly and try not to attract a lot of attention?
No,
Oh, you don't give a
I don't
fuck
give
now.
a fuck anymore.
I mean, we're not attracting
I mean, I don't know. I'll still keep my hood up.
Damn, she doesn't give a fuck.
I got some like
Dicks out. Who cares?
some
Yeah, my
bullies
cock's
that
out
want
right now,
to see
dude. I don't
me.
give a
You know,
fuck.
like that's,
Hey, kick
that's
their
about
ass.
it.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel that.
It's like the people from high school you don't want to see, and like you're at
Yeah,
the start
yeah.
and you're like, ooh, I'll go this.
Yeah, word. I feel that. Well, you move about town.
Do we run to BB?
That's it. I'm just keeping an eye out for any
Do we run
like
to
Sure.
BB?
bitches.
BB's poison.
Louisa, give me a bitch check.
Bitch check.
I don't see that stat on my sheet. I want to.
What
bitch
what is
checks.
bitch? Is that perception?
Do I add that to my?
You wouldn't add your proficiency bonus
Because I don't have a bitch.
because you're not proficient.
Because I'm not.
You're not
I'm
proficient in bitches?
Yeah, well then it's a straight 17.
No, it's a perception check.
It's a 22.
22, heard. You keep your eye out. Maybe about like a quarter of the way away from the Royal Guild House, which is in like the center of the city. It's hard to miss. It's a really nice. It's very. This is like the one thing in the city that is like kind of gaudy, ish. I mean, by no means is it comparable to the stuff in Krunbale, but this is like the one place where it's like, oh, they probably modeled this after something in like the capital. So you maneuvering through, and you're keeping your eye out just in general. There seems to be, for the maybe past like 20 or so minutes since you guys passed through like the marketplace, there is an open marketplace that people were like setting up in and stuff like that, and getting ready to sell different grocery type things and other reagents and regalia. since you passed through there for the past 20 minutes or so, there's been a person with you know, hood up and whatnot, darker cloak, seemingly following you, or at the least heading in the same direction. But you've been clocking them, and you're not going out of your way to take, like, you know, back routes or anything like that, but you take like one or two just in case. And they seem to, you can't tell if they followed you through, but you keep, they keep seeming to pop up.
And I don't recognize them.
Not from here. Hood up and everything, you can't really get a good look.
Guys, there's has anybody noticed that person? Don't look,
I'm assuming I
but
have.
somehow.
Especially now that Teresa
Yeah.
points them out, yes.
Yeah.
What do they look like? What are they wearing?
They've got like a cloak on.
I'll be back. And I just like split off from them.
Stealth check.
Yeah, you bet. 16.
Okay.
Let's let Kaz double back. We'll keep going.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let them get ahead, and then I'm gonna get behind a hood person.
Sure. They go ahead after you popped sort of like into a side alley at that point. You wait a little bit. Kind of pop your head out. Look. Perception check.
19.
You don't see him.
Do I still see them?
They made their way a ways forward. So you waited like I mean, you waited like a minute or two or so before you were like, the fuck?
Yeah,
They should
I
be.
didn't notice them pass.
Yeah, no. And then you popped your head out and looked. And you can see your group like a ways down-ish. They're not like running or anything, but you know, they're away from you now. You don't notice anybody in a cloak or anything like that.
Okay. As stealthily as possible, I'm gonna try to keep up with them while still being out of sight.
You do so. The rest of you head towards the Royal Guild House. Eventually, you do reach the precipice of the Royal Guild House. The doors are widely open. It is a very large building. It's very similar to there are a bunch of granite pillars on the outside. Really think like Parthenon style building. It's kind of a little bit out of place with the rest of the architecture and design in the city. But there is like there's a little bit of like a connection with the rest of the city. It's not just a completely out of the pattern of design here in Four Point Cross, but it is certainly marked as a place of interest, let's say, based on what it looks like. And there are dozens and dozens of people inside. You can see it's rather loud even this early in the morning. I mean, it's not too early in the morning, but it's in the morning. There's still a bunch of people inside sort of yelling, and it's very like Wall Street floor of like, New York or Chicago or whatever, like really that kind of like level of, interaction and whatnot. People are just like running across. There are different sort of sections of this building from the inside and the outside of all these different craftsmen and tradesmen, and they're like designated little areas where there's a whole bunch of stuff going on outside with blacksmithing. There's a bunch of stuff with leather tanning, and there's a bunch of like clothiers inside. They're doing different things, and you can see even from here at the precipice of the door all the way at the back, there is this sort of large kind of full circle. It almost kind of looks like a bar where there's a large pillar that just sort of is like you assume to be the central weight holding pillar of the building itself, just in the middle, with this circular desk that goes all the way around it of pure granite. And there seems to be a turtle on the other side of the granite circular desk thing, for lack of a better term, that is writing in a very large ledger book. And you can see behind this turtle is just a wall of different like bounty posters and different writs and different decrees and stuff like that, like just covering a wall behind him, all around this central pillar that he is scrolling by. So there are many different things going on here as well. On the outside, you notice, like I said, the smithy stuff, and then further in, about halfway or so on the left-hand side, Duisa, you do recognize Thodrin, just sort of getting things prepared. He is a more meticulous, gentle dwarf than most of the other folk here. He is still setting up like his vials, and he's very particular about how everything looks. So he's not doing too much else besides getting things ready for the day.
I'm gonna go walk up to him and pull my hood down.
Okay.
Theodrin?
Right. What?
So I heard my family left?
Sorry, Louisa, I just thought I was taken aback a bit. Wasn't last I heard you were well, no one knew what happened to you. Your folks and your brother, they sorry, you waylaid me a bit there. They got bought out, I guess you could say.
Bought out?
There was this lass came around, offered them a shitload of gold for the land outside the city. They were pretty desperate after losing you, and your brother, last I checked, was not really doing that well, and they figured, I'm not entirely sure where they decided to go, but the gold was quite impressive as far as I could tell. I do know that they were planning on using it to to help them out best they could. Things were not entirely going as well as they were hoping with his situation.
You know medicine stuff and the outside of the city. Do you know where they might have gone?
I do. I do not know. I don't know exactly where they went, but last I heard, they headed out eastward. So if I had to guess, probably Sinnoh Road. It's a fucking, one of the biggest cities in the world, or at least on the fucking continent. Sees a lot of trade with whatever, whatever shit that comes out of Ferrisburg. We were all trying our best to, figure out something that could help your brother. Things native will not seem to be working well. So I assume, Sinnoh Road, that it's one of the. You say it's in the ever waking city and all that. Who knows? I hope the gods be with them. I hope they're doing well. If they can find the Luck of Von May over there, then we should be all right.
Okay. Would you know I'm looking for a. Was it solvent? Was the word that I had? I feel like it started with an S. I was trying to go back through my notes. Some sort of solvent is.
Just holding that S.
Yes.
Solvent. To combine with the
Yes.
bark.
Solvent. I mean, there are a couple different, base solvents. So one in particular that you had in mind. What are you trying to make?
Something powerful.
Yeah, I've got a couple things.
Is there anything unusual? Not of this world? Not of.
And he sort of leans in and he says, "Aye, kid, I'm happy to see you. This kind of stuff is pretty volatile. I know you're skilled, but
Please. I'm trying to help Elrodin. I need it.
make a persuasion check with advantage."
I'm pretty sure that's an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. I need it. Sorry. Please. I couldn't get that out of my head.
Money, please.
He looks at you and he just sort of exhales. Lass, I know that the situation is not ideal. Less than ideal. It's not good. I understand that. I won't beat around the bush, but if you need a solvent, something powerful, I do have something, but you have to forgive me. It's gonna cost a pretty penny. It's not something that, I am,
That's fine.
it's not something that you can find on the shelves. This is usually something that I would deal with the Academy if they were looking for something like this. So it's grant money costly, if that makes sense.
Do you have some of it here right now?
Not here, but I can go get some.
How much is it gonna cost me?
Fucking else. For you, I mean, you got to understand it's hard to come by, and this is not something that I would sell to whoever.
Come on, just say it.
It's gonna probably one vial of it's probably gonna run you about 100 gold pieces.
Then you can get some of it.
Aye. It's gonna take me, maybe a 10-day, maybe less. It'll take me less than a 10-day. 7 days tops. But I don't store it here. In fact, should I be able to procure that for you? If you wouldn't mind, we would meet somewhere outside of the city. It's just, you have to understand, it's very volatile, like I said. So wherever you plan to make use of it, you just have to be careful, okay? Lass, I understand that you're in a bind in this situation, but I don't think that you really grasp the risk here.
What risk? I have to do it. It's fine. Whatever it is, it's fine.
Right. 100 gold pieces.
I'll
If you
get
can
it.
get me that, then I can get you the the Sultan.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey. For what it's worth, I miss them a lot. And I'm very happy to know that at least you look well.
I miss him too.
Do you plan on staying in the city long, or is there anything else that I can help you with? Maybe something a little less egregious.
We're gonna be in town for a little bit longer. I'll let you know.
All right,
Thank you.
right. I'll get back to work.
Peace.
All right. Out, motherfucker!
Peace.
And scene, bitch. All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Drop some mic.
Yeah. Bow. What are the rest of you doing?
Well,
Excuse me.
we can skip the RP if you want, but I would have wanted to follow up with him about
With Odrin?
yeah, just like trying to identify the uses of the things that I picked up, and if he's got any like.
Which things do you want to
Oh, I got a long list of shit.
hit me with them, baby?
Sorry. Okay.
Hit me with it.
And if there's any like additional recipes that I can get. Okay. Please phone one time.
I'm gonna quickly spend 70 gold so she can't hit me up for 100 gold.
I immediately spend as much as I can. That's so funny.
Okay.
During all this, for the most part, I'm outside just trying to like find that hooded person.
Sure.
So I'm just like standing somewhere casually, just like.
Sure.
So we have the blood and the venom sac from the demon wolf.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I have 5. I just have them listed as Fey reagents.
Okay.
Those might have been from that like crazy pixie thing.
Okay.
Tardigrade? No.
No, no, the other thing.
The tooth fairy.
I think fiendish essence might have been from that.
We're gonna. All right. So let's go from the top of what you just said.
Okay,
So you
so-
just sort of. We can RP it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm gonna real quick go to the bathroom.
go for it.
Yeah. Hi. I got a whole bunch of stuff here. I thought maybe you could help me. I kind of dabble in the alchemical stuff, and
Great.
you know, I'm a bit of a beginner, but
That's all right.
yeah, I got a little collection started, and
Sure.
so yeah, I'll just hit you with them, and you can let me know how I might be able to use them.
Okay.
Okay. So I got this some blood and a venom sac from this like demon wolf thing.
Take a look at it.
Yeah.
And he grabs it. He reaches behind him and he pulls out this this little circular, very tiny little like a puck.
Okay.
And he just sort of like puts it right up on his eye socket and he squints down on it and his cheek and his eyebrow just sort of hold it in place. And then he just sort of holds it up and it and he just takes a look and it glows for a second and then dies back down. And he just sort of and it Were you just fucking yanking my chain or some shit?
What do you mean?
Where did you find this?
Not that far from here.
It was beast.
Yeah, well, not some ordinary beast. It was some
Rather large.
fiendish fuck.
Right, hold on. And he just turns around and he like grabs like the cabinet behind him that is like housed with all of these like vials and stuff that he was setting up. There's like a sliding wooden part, like a sliding door essentially to it, and he just shuts it. He turns, he locks the thing, he starts just shutting everything down. And he just sort of says, this takes like 2 minutes or so, and he just sort of like is very like carefully holding on to this thing.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of, he turns around and says, right, let's walk. And he just turns around and he begins to walk, like he just begins to walk out of the guild house.
Okay.
I trust him.
Maybe we already have something that you were looking for.
Maybe.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
He leads you. He doesn't speak. He doesn't really look back. He just fucking leads you down the street to the right. Outside of the city, you pass through the gates. The guard just sort of looks, and Thodrin just sort of waves his hand and just says, "Guild business," and the guard's just like, "All right," and goes back to his situation. He walks like a while, like fucking hundreds of feet out into like a field,
Yeah.
like out in the distance. He stops, he turns around, and he says, "So I don't know if this was like a joke that you're trying to play on me or whatever, but this is exactly what you were asking for. So first and foremost, I'm gonna give you a bit of information, okay? Whatever beastie that you got this from comes from the Abyss.
Oh.
I don't know where you ran into a beast like that, but I know where I get my shit from. So, I'm just gonna, if you didn't know that this is what you had, you need to understand something. This is extraordinarily volatile, right? Just gonna go ahead and give a little guess. Whatever beast that you were dealing with probably was able to sort of expel some sort of secretion, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. So, if this is its ichor, yeah?
Yep.
This could be used for a myriad of things. It is a very good solvent. When it is heated and bound with a appropriate substance, it will create a very caustic, extraordinarily flammable and extremely uncontrollable substance that, if set alight, would probably erupt into some sort of a inferno that would very likely scorch probably the entire neighborhood.
Wow.
So, for the love of the gods, either please let me buy this off you, so please don't take this the wrong way. I don't know how you were going to rustle up 100 fucking gold pieces. I didn't really expect you to be able to do that, to be honest with you. But since you have this, I will pay you 100 gold pieces to please let me take this off of your hands. Lass, I love you. I love your family. This is not... I'm sure there's another way to help your brother. This is extremely dangerous. And he holds it out. You have to promise me something.
What?
I'm gonna say this bluntly. If you fuck this up, don't go killing somebody else along with all this shit. Okay? Burn yourself up and be fucking done with it. When we deal with this type of shit, we don't put others in the line of fire.
I won't.
I know you're new at this.
Mm-hmm.
When we deal in these dangers, we put our lives on the line and no one else's. Is that understood?
Understood.
And he puts it back in your palm.
Do you have any tips for not blowing myself up?
Aye. and he explains a handful of things that, for the sake of brevity.
Yeah.
And just mark. You can both mark this actually, and we'll go over it later, and I'll explain what it means. But he spent some time explaining a couple things to you, and you can just write Theodrin's notes.
Okay.
And then I will touch base with you on that later.
Cool.
And he just sort of, right. We can head back in. I assume maybe one of your companions has some sort of a rift, a container that is enchanted, so where you could probably put this in that would keep it stable. If you don't, I can give you one. It would be my pleasure, please.
Do we have something like that?
Well, I mean, if you have one.
Yeah,
Fair
but
one,
I've
we'll
got an
take
extra one on me,
Yeah.
actually, and he unhooks a bag that looks very similar to Kaz's bag that he has, and he just hands it to you, and he actually opens up and says, just, if you don't mind. Great. And he just, and it sort of disappears into, you can mark that you have another bag of holding if you'd like.
Cool.
Holy shit.
Component bag.
Yes. A component bag
Let's
of
just
holding.
put that thing, all of the fire fungus in there.
It's the bag of holding. Yeah,
all the explosive stuff. Just put it together.
Sure. Perfect. It'll be a perfect little spot for all of your flammable objects.
Will his notes include sort of explanations on all?
Yeah,
the
we
stuff?
can do that. Yeah. We can, for the sake of brevity, put that all together.
How do that tool that you had? Is that do you use that to help identify stuff? I mean, is that something that I could learn to use, or?
Yeah. I think I've got an extra one if you're.
That would be awesome.
Sure.
I'd pay for it.
Great. I was just about to say it's I can only afford to do so much.
Sure.
Aid. Yeah. If you'd like, you could. If you've got since you're a new alchemist and a friend of a friend, I can sell it to you for about 30 gold pieces if that would be. I know that's a lot. I understand.
How about this?
I just beat the shit out of him.
You give me that tool, and I'll give you this other vial of that shit, and then I'll sell this one. What do you think?
And he just sort of
You
like
give me the 70, right? Am I doing my math right?
sure.
Awesome. Sounds like a deal.
Great, lovely.
You should have just punched him.
For now, why don't you put that one in the bag?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Yeah. When we get back,
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
I'm excited.
And he just like looks at you, Theresa, just like.
What do I do with this third?
So what do I do with this pipe bomb?
Chug it?
Yeah, so I drink this, right? No.
Hand him a nuke. Like, I don't know.
So, for the sake of brevity, you guys return back to the guild house. As you return, Jake is just sort of like chilling out in the guild, like going from like little spot to spot. It's kind of like a nice like World's Fair type situation, Jake.
what do you sell
If you remember, like from school and whatnot. So
Sure,
and it's very cool. You're making
The
friends.
World's Fair from school.
Exactly. You make friends and stuff, and like all that
1900
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah.
Every year we have a World's Fair. All in the cafeteria.
Yeah, it's perfect. And you see Sirkaz outside, just sort of keeping watch. In this time, really hasn't been that long since they walked out and came back, maybe like 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
No sign of that person that was pointed out to you earlier. And you've been looking. There have been a handful of people walking in and out of all this kind of stuff, and no sign at all. Go ahead and give me another perception check, real quick.
Bet. 14.
14. As they all begin to reconvene here at the front steps of the Royal Guild House, Thodrin essentially says, right, I will collect my things. Why don't you meet me just back at my house? It's just a couple minutes up northward. You know what it is.
Yeah.
We can do the transactions and stuff there. And we'll take care of all that. It's great to see you. I'm very glad to to know that you're, at least you look well. It was a pleasure to meet you. I don't remember if I've ever got your name. It was
No, yeah, my name's Keel.
Kill.
Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well. I don't mean to. Well, you are only the second turtle I've ever met, actually. Just you and Lo over there. So I don't, I'm not one to. People have said, oh, you're a dwarf. You must know my fucking whatever friend from Hellfest. I've never fucking been there anyway, so I'm not even from there. So I don't want to, be offensive or anything. But as far as I know, your kind are native to the Maritimes, yes?
That's right.
So, I don't know. It might be interesting to you. If not, fuck him. Who cares? He's fine, I guess. But, I would be remiss if I didn't at least, be like, oh, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I don't think I know him, but I'm definitely gonna.
I figured you didn't know him, but I just, I was just saying, I've literally only met two of you, and you're both in the same spot now. So I just figured I'd say something. So, your friend over there, walking around, I hope he's having a good time.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm sure.
And sorry, we didn't get you. Are you part of the? Are you a part of?
Yeah, you just really picked me out real good there. It's kind of impressive.
Well, yeah. When we left, I noticed you clocked them, and then when we came back, I noticed you clocked them again.
Gotcha.
So.
I'll tell you what. I've got 170 gold. Can I buy like some really volatile shit from you?
And he just sort of like squints a little bit. He looks at you, Tuisa. I'm taking the day off. And he just sort of, he turns around and he waves and then begins to head out.
Meet you at your place later?
Aye.
Okay.
Sirkaz, after that interaction ends, out of the corner of your eye, you see walking up the steps that cloaked figure.
Like 100%, this is the same person.
Out of nowhere.
Okay.
And they sort of look up and they take their cloak down. And you hear a voice that says, "Hello. I am very interested in procuring your favor." And we will end the session there.
Accent's familiar.
Yeah, I fucking know it.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw, everybody!
I don't remember whose it was.
I
won't say it because
We'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week for I'll do my outro. Thank you guys for joining us for episode 37 of the Great Neolidian Crown. Matt and I we're going to be doing the podcast on Saturday.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. We'll see you guys. Matt and I will see you on Saturday. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Let us know what you'd like to hear from us, as we chat all things D&D. We just did a sort of a retrospective on our tier list for the D&D 5th edition classes. So hopefully we'll be getting that uploaded pretty soon, to at least for late watchers for YouTube, maybe, if you wanted to catch that. And we're probably gonna, I don't know if it'll be on Saturday or not, but we're definitely going to be moving into talking about like subclasses and like that kind of stuff, like what we like to see with those. We're not going to go through all of them. There's way too fucking many, but we'll talk about them. So if there's maybe one in particular that you really like or want to learn more about, and we can deep dive on that, go ahead and let us know in the suggestions in Discord. I am going to be starting the Skyrim playthrough. There's a couple things that I wanted to rearrange with my own personal setup, and I just wasn't prepared to jump into that this past Tuesday, but I should be ready this upcoming Tuesday, and hopefully it'll be fucking colder here, because it snowed on that day that I said that I wanted to do that, and then it's been fucking 70 degrees in Michigan, like, for the past, like, week. It's awesome. But so I hate it. No. So that'll be set up hopefully by Tuesday. Keep an eye out on the Discord for that. And yeah, we'll be back here for episode 38 of the Great Neolidian Crown next week. So we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Peace.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan, everybody.
It's like